initiative time.
Vote for Shagget. Vote for Shagget. He's
All right.
MC,
All right.
resub 45 months. Take your pants off. Hit that hype.
Thanks, MC.
Shagget's gonna be so much better at D&D than me.
Here's the 20. Natural 20 coming right now, baby. Let's go.
Doing our inits.
Go. I'm
Doing it
waiting.
now.
We're waiting for
Going.
the
Roll, you're in it.
Who's doing it? No, not do it.
I'm going.
Oh,
wanna-
God.
I'm in it.
There's one.
Oh, fuck.
4, huh?
Nice.
Oh, I got 17. That's nice. That's really nice.
Oh,
Just
man.
wait. I got like a minute.
Oh, that's
No,
right.
you can do it. It'll, yeah.
Minute.
Yeah, you can roll it.
Satch, roll.
Let's just roll the damn dice.
I like on my screen your initiative reads
21.
12. It reads 12.03.
Oh!
And there's the snuggler. Doing that thing that snugglers do.
Oh my god.
Wow, Big
Throw it
Mom
up for the
sucks.
snugs.
Yes, big mamas like me. But Snugs, you're such a hacker, man.
Hold on a second here. Let me move
You
things.
cheated, dude.
These macro, the initiative on my screen reads Dudley got 12.03.
Natural
Emery got 21.02.
Yeah, that's a built-in Roll20 thing to try to break a tie should a tie happen.
Right, but the tiebreaker in third is by the actual modifier.
Exactly right. But they don't care about that. All right.
All right.
Well.
So, Charthark, what's your modifier to it?
0.
Oh, you actually beat Big Mama. Big Mama has a -1.
Nice.
Yay! I'm not a complete loser.
You're not the worst thing in the world ever.
Oh man.
Only the second.
All right, I'm about to go ahead and award
I'll
I'm
take
about
it.
to award the winnerage.
There is an nth player out of n. It is not you.
Look, Satch, I think we should band together to beat Snugs because he's catching up.
Yeah.
Emery,
Together?
what's your modifier, Emery?
My modifier as
Emery.
an Emery is 2.
2. All right, you
cheated.
will go before Little Tentacle Boy.
Okay. So yeah, I'm aware we just got ambushed by these things, yes? I need to know that I'm not totally entranced in doing what I'm doing right now.
You are aware, yes. I believe what I had said was you needed to pass 3 religion checks.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So, since I haven't started doing that, and seeing a thing right behind Dudley and not liking that one bit, I'm gonna go ahead and drop some major spellage and then turn into a computer.
Some spellage.
Yeah.
Some
I'm gonna dump
spillage.
Summon Monster 3 here.
Ooh.
I would like a Celestial Bison, please.
Wait, did Otto go already?
Yeah, wait, yeah.
Why is Otto first? Wait, why do I go twice?
You're
Well,
not-
Snuggler's got
Did I
26.
put Emery down?
Oh, wait, no. Yeah, no. Snugs goes first.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Look at him. He's just sitting there not saying anything.
Wait a minute.
Knowing he rolled a 20. Hey,
No,
wait.
That's enough for him.
It's because this is not supposed to be Emery. This is supposed to be
Where are
Oberdon.
you putting it?
Oberdon.
Why?
Oh.
Because you rolled a 17.
Oh, on his
That's
list.
26.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, on my list. So we're gonna start with Otto.
Otto, man.
All right.
All right, so
Let's
so
go.
Otto,
Yes.
you are you had climbed a
That's my
tree,
Bart Simpson,
right?
sorry.
You're ready to go,
Uh-huh.
right? And then the bushes, they will open their eyes and they will cast like a red glow into the thick swampy night, and they will start to crawl and stand up on hind legs, and they have these 2 huge vine tentacles that are like slashing and thrashing around. They don't like at all that you guys have come near their magic, right?
Okay.
At the same time, from the big, bubbly green evil that I have been hyping up for like the past 3 sessions, a giant, and this thing is huge. So where these things are 2 squares by 2 squares, they're large-sized creatures. This thing is a huge-sized creature, and it is 3 by 3. So this thing is like 15 feet tall, right? And it is crawling out of the big, bubbly swamp water on the other side of this. None of these dudes look look happy to see anybody, and one of them is looking directly up at you because you had to step on it to get up into the tree.
Okay, that was my first question. Does this thing know I'm here?
Did you roll a stealth check last session?
I don't think I did, but that's why I was going up there.
Was to
hide and be a lookout, essentially.
Okay, well, in that case, once you get into the tree, you might have been able to like blend into the branches.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say because you had to go past it to get there, and it was just like waiting for an opportunity, it would have seen you then. So give me stealth at -4.
Okay.
And by stealth, I mean hide, because move silently wouldn't do anything because they know you're there because they watched you go in that direction.
Yeah.
Ruffle
Okay. So
quietly
we'll
in the
just
tree.
-4 from this roll here, just make
Yep.
it easier, quicker. So
That's a good one.
17.
17.
That's so good.
Look at
Why is he
Octavius.
so good at this?
Jeez.
Because this is what I do. These are my skills. Luckily, he hasn't asked me to do much
Wow.
else. So
It has no idea you're there. It's looking for you.
okay. So here's what I'm gonna do then. I am going to use a skill which I have not done at all any of, and I am going to cast. Let's see what it's called. If I can find it, I will put it up there. But I don't. Oh, here we go.
Oh, your maneuvers. I was like,
Yes,
cast.
or maneuver. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's not spell casting, it's initiating.
Yes, I'm using that, and putting it behind this monster here.
Okay, what is it you're doing? Oh, you're
Say it, Snuts.
So basically, what I do is I can make this thing. It's a distracting ember, which kind of looks like a floating fire thing behind an enemy, and it essentially acts as flanking for someone in front of it. If I
Ooh.
read that correctly.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
It's cool.
It's so cute.
I have tokens
awesome.
for days.
I just like the fact that it
never
is a
get to
cute little
use
fiery face token.
Okay, so a wave of heat sweeps over the air for small forms, dust on ignites a flame next to your foe. This boost allows you to conjure a small fire elemental to threaten your enemy, providing you or an ally with the benefit of a flanking position. You can use this ability to place the elemental in any space within range. The range is 30 feet, which you are within.
Squeege, can you bring the initiative stuff down a little? There you go. Yeah, they couldn't see it, and I couldn't change that.
Yeah, that's fine.
There you go.
You know what? Is this better here?
Uh,
'Cause I don't think anybody's like running around.
you can move it over to the left onto the dark part or almost to the edge of the.
Of the light, like right there.
Yeah, that'll be fine because we won't be stepping there.
Cool. Yeah. All right. So how does this look, Otto?
So I'm going to because I'm kind of perched on the top of the tree, I'm going to look down and see this monster appear out of the ground beneath me and just kind of lie myself down on the branch like a stick bug would, you know? And then very, very slowly and silently just kind of make a little noise, and this fire being thing just kind of like, I'm not too good at it, so it doesn't look really cool. It's just this like blob of fire that's just kind of half formed behind this thing.
Okay,
More to distract it. It was how Otto would think.
Yep.
To
so,
use.
I'm gonna pass on some knowledge to you because this is my home system, right? I'm on my home turf. So that is a swift action. Okay. You have a standard action or a full round action and a move action in your turn.
Yep.
Swift actions can happen at any point in the round.
Mm-hmm.
This ends at the end of your turn. So the best way to use this is to take your turn, wait until the next person's turn start, and then drop it at the end of your round so that it's there the whole round until the end of your next turn.
I understand. Can we do it to where that's what I essentially would have done.
That's what I'm saying is like because if a player doesn't know how the rules work and then they do a thing, I'll tell them how they work and then they can update if that's
Thank you. Yeah. So then what I would do is with this thing underneath me, if I can tell that it can't see me, I'm going to wait until it kind of leaves my vicinity to do anything. And that's when I would cast at the end that distracting ember.
Okay, so you want to wait until this thing moves out from underneath you.
Yes, because
Okay,
I do not want to be right in front of it.
You're going to cast this thing at the end of your turn regardless, right?
Yes.
What do you want to do as soon as it moves out? Because you can ready an action for that.
What I'll want to do is get down from the tree as silently as possible.
Okay.
To just get myself into a better position.
Okay, yeah, so you're going to reposition when it leaves from underneath you. Okay.
Yep.
So you have a rated action. I'm gonna mark you with a little blue dot so I can remember that.
Cool.
So after Otto, Emery.
Yes.
I believe you had some spellage.
Yes, I have some spellage.
All right.
That I'd like to do. So
Spelunky.
basically, I'm looking at the thing. I was about to say some words here. I was like, looking at my book. I'm looking at the thing. I'm like, Adonis should. Pick up some dirt, blow it out. It's not their time yet. And that will summon my little buddy here, a celestial bison.
Oh, you weren't kidding. It's actually a bison.
The celestial bison. Yeah.
Save us, Bison.
I
M.
might
Bison.
actually
Is it
have
M.
a
Bison?
token set.
It is M bison.
Sweet.
Show
Got
us
a
your
purple
token.
pack.
Show us your tokens.
Do I have a
Yes, that'll be my
Search Celestial? I might actually have a pack specifically for. I don't have that pack. It's one of the ones I didn't buy. But I have a bison. All right.
And
Good
I
enough.
am blue.
If I'm not mistaken, a bison is large.
Give it a yellowy aura and it'll look celestially.
Yeah, that's what I was.
There you go.
That's about
Ooh,
it.
It's kind of like white tints, just like shining,
Yeah.
ephemeral.
Yeah.
I have to look up the stats
White
of
and black.
celestial
and
bison,
your
don't I?
molten mud bison forms out of the earth. And,
boy.
yeah,
Oh, like you're building this out of the swamp mud. Okay,
yeah.
that's cool. Hold on, I know somebody somewhere. 3.5 celestial bison. I'm not gonna have to. Yes, somebody already statted this sucker out. All right, so roll me 5d8 plus 15.
Okay.
What the?
For its hit dice. Hit points.
Yeah.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Okay.
I actually
That was the damage. Yep.
that was how much damage is that?
Ooh, it's a couple of
Nice.
eights.
Okay.
Okay, so
38.
38. It is 38 hit points.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's
It's one more than it.
That's one more than
normally-
average. Yeah, you did a good
Yeah.
roll. It can move 40 feet. Plus 13. What is that? Okay, its AC is its AC is 13. Got it. That's what I needed to know.
Can it charge? Does it have a charge attack?
Yes, it does. Do summoned creatures act on the turn that you summon them, or do they have summoning sickness because you
On the
tap
turn.
mana?
On the
It's on
turn.
the turn. Yep.
All right, so
And
where
then
do
you
want
roll
to-
initiative, so.
I believe you can. So they act on turn and then they get their in it. They get their own in it. Okay.
I was going to place him right here in front of basically. Yeah. And then I guess scoot him back one. Yeah, and then you'd be facing towards the one in front of Dudley there.
Okay.
As
What is
an
this
attempt
bison's
to-
name?
This bison's name is just the letter M.
Muh.
All
Muh.
right. So fun fact.
Bison.
There is an optional rule in the DMG where you summon the same creature, it's like the same version. Like you are attuned to one. So this is your bison.
Mm.
Your bison is M.
This is that's how I
M,
talk to it.
bison.
Is I just go
Mm.
That's how it knows.
As the rest of us look
Right,
at it
so-
and think
so
it's delicious
out
and
of,
go,
like,
mm.
Out of like the mud, the grass and the swamp gunk will kind of like take form, and you can watch the corruption being burned away from the earth and the water as it kind of like takes form, and fur will grow over this thing's shape, and it'll start to shimmer with a soft white light. And it is angrily looking right where you'd pointed it. It can now take its turn, and it has an initiative of 0. So I'll roll for it.
Thank you.
Initiative 8, which I think puts it. I'll put it right under Dudley.
Get in there.
It
Get in there,
goes
bison.
M.
Get in there.
goes on turn 6.5.
Okay. Perfect. All right.
Right,
So
so
then,
what does M do?
yes, M will be basically attacking the thing directly in front of it here.
All right, M gets.
Plus 8 to attack. One attack is a full attack.
Yeah, full attack of +8. So. +8 to hit, and it does 1d8 plus 9 on a hit. Not bad.
Yeah. But he's also like pretty tanky. So here's his attack. Please do well. Okay.
But he does. He hits.
You have 1d8 plus 9, yeah?
Yeah.
What weapon do you have again? I forgot. What weapon do you have?
That's pretty good. Me? I have a sap.
Sap.
A zap.
He has a sap. Literally a sap.
A sap. Oh, like literally a sap.
Yeah. Which is, you know, like a thing that you thump things over the back of the head
Yeah.
with.
Okay,
Heroic
okay.
horse pose that horses will do, like they neigh and they throw their front hooves in the air, right? So M does this, and it gives this like this annoyed sound, and then it just comes head first with a horny headbutt from heaven.
Yeah.
Yes.
Horny headbutt from heaven.
A horny headbutt from heaven. It comes down, boosh. Now this is an animated bush, so there are leaves just like up, like somebody like ripped a feather pillow open and just leaves, whoosh.
All right.
And it'll like shudder and stumble under the impact. Little tentacle they is the one. Okay, they is this one. So little tentacle they is going to. Okay, what do I get from move speed? Yeah, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't like that.
Auto, your ready to action goes off. It is now no longer underneath you. You can reposition.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna scurry down the tree, and I assume the trunk is somewhere around here.
Yeah, in the middle of the tree.
Yep, just hide behind it.
Okay. You had rolled 20, I think, a 21 in your stealth.
Yeah.
That can hold until you break your stealth.
Okay, cool.
Excuse me. Again. Again.
Take care.
All right. So, duds.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much experience do you have with tentacles?
Duds has 0 experience with tentacles.
Duds is about to have non-zero tentacle experience.
Okay, Duds ready.
So I'm gonna go with a full. It's kind of like rumbles around and suddenly up from the grass, there is just like an animated. It's almost like compared to Big Mama, this is like a pet hound made of bushes with a giant fangs, and it comes at you first, lunging face first as the distraction, and then the 2 vines crack down on top of you. I'm warning you, if I land with these vines, I get a free grapple attempt that doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
So...
You can do it!
Thanks, guys.
It gets a bite first.
Right.
Ow.
Miss.
So
You get
I get 1, right?
1, yes.
Okay, so you take 5. Now give me an opposed grapple check.
Oh my
That's me.
god.
Natural 20.
Yeah, why did you just cheer?
Oh, that was because he said now give me an opposed grapple check, and everyone thought that was your roll.
Guys. Oh no.
My net 20. All right,
So that's
like,
bad then.
It comes in with the chomping of the giant fangy branchy teeth, right? And you're like, whoa! And you jump out of the way.
What's happening?
And as you jump, you're mid-air, and one of these tentacles just like grabs you by the ankle, right?
Oh no! That's what I yell.
Now, as
Wasn't
this
sure.
yes, on every successful grapple check, I deal automatic damage from my tentacles, which is 1d6. So now that so it's already, there'll be 3 more damage, right? Did you ever watch the first Avengers movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I'm envisioning you, like, it's got you by the ankle, and it's just like, slam, 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 slam.
Oh my god.
I'm just glad you didn't say, "Did we see the last Avengers movie?" And one by one, we all just. Spoiler, sorry, if you haven't seen the last Avengers movie, you still don't know what we're talking about, so you're
Oh
right.
god, I don't feel so good.
They made the mouse over of the die rolling actually worthwhile. Finally, after Little Tentacle, it goes Oberdon.
All right, Oberdon. We have to shuffle the cards of awesome.
The cards of awesome, praying you get the one you want.
All right. Well, of course, in this situation, I am adopting my iciest stare of meanness and my grumpiest face for Iron Guard's glare, which means all of my allies are basically -4 for you to hit them. As long as...
so it's a -4 for me to hit. And what's the range on that? Is it a 5-foot radius?
It is... Let's pop it up for you, shall we? Okay. This is a swift action. Basically, it's not really a range. So anything that I turn my attention to, anything that turns its attention towards me, takes a -4 penalty to my friends, right?
Yeah, it's anything that you threaten. So,
right, and I'm moving right here.
Yep, there's your radius of bad.
So I'm moving here so that I'm threatening both of those sumbitches.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which means now they have pretty much got my attention. And my ability of the moment, my inspiration is... Ooh, okay.
Leaf blower.
No. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Wind wall.
No, we have leading the attack.
Cast wind wall under these and blow them away.
I boldly strike at the enemy. As you attack, you shout a war cry to demonstrate the victory is at hand. This attack inspires nearby allies to join the fray with renowned vigor. When I make the attack, allies take heart. By stoking the fires of battle, as part of this maneuver, I make a single attack. If my attack is successful, you all gain +4 to hit for the next round.
Also, you are flanking right now.
Yeah.
Flank us.
Because Otto's little fire dude.
Yeah.
So, in theory, all of y'all are going to get a big boost of joy if I hit, which is the problem.
I'm envisioning like you did this little like in the tree, and then the next thing anybody hears is Edward.
All right, here we go.
Hit, please. Hit. And don't forget your size modifiers.
Yep, so I get a +1 on that as well. All right, flanking is a yes for this.
Yep.
So let me go ahead. We'll have a yes. Additional attack bonus is going to be 1 because of the size modifier. No additional damage. Here we go.
Damn.
21.
You hit for it's 5 damage, and everybody else gets +4 to attack rolls for 1 round against this creature. You're hitting the one that
grapple checks.
So basically, they're all at -4. Yeah, they're all at -4 to hit you guys, and you're all at +4 to hit them.
Correct. Okay, so and you are hitting which one?
Which one did I witness take a lick or two already? This one, right?
Yeah, the bottom one, which is I think that's Little Tentacle Boy. No, that's Little Tentacle. Yes, that's Little Tentacle Boy.
Okay. So yep, my war cry was, "You are the worst shrubbery I've ever seen," as I wade into it and smack it with my sword, and that is the one we're gonna hit for 5.
All right, so you're hitting this guy for 5.
Yep.
You smack it with the righteous fury of a bush-hating old man.
I hate bushes. I don't like gardening. It sucks.
And like, I envision like your sword is coming down, and like you can feel the reverberating vibration as your blade strikes a branch, and then you rip your blade out, and like another there's like this arc of leaves through the air as you're retracting your weapon back to yourself.
Okay.
After Oberdon will go Little Tentacle Boy.
Little tentacle boy.
Oberdon, you look mighty delicious.
Yes.
And we are going to bite.
It's Oh, you sack off.
Again?
Wow. Why is this happening?
Because he's the DM today.
2 tentacles.
Oh yeah, just load it on.
God, what the what, man?
What the what?
You know what's fun about grapples?
Yeah, innit?
Gorbat, is that you don't threaten anything when you're grappling.
I know.
Which means that I don't take -4 to dick all.
No.
Stop being so happy about
He's
it.
so happy.
I'm very happy.
Jeez.
All right, so
man.
that'll be 5.
All the bad, all the time.
5 plus.
Was that a crit or
Does
something?
the 19 hit you?
No.
What's your AC?
Let me pull it up. My AC is well, let me double check something.
If I meet or beat your AC, I hit.
Well, my AC is either 20 or 19. I've got to check to see whether my shield bonus is checked or not.
Also, size modifier, right?
It is.
Keep saying that, Shaggy.
Size modifier.
Size modifier.
So actually, I am a 19 because my shield is checked. So it actually should be 18 plus 1, so 19.
All right, so you will take in total 3 plus 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3 plus 6 damage for a total of 22 damage.
Oh,
And
God.
I will need an opposed grapple check from you.
Yeah, that's a thing.
If you pass the first one, I also need another one.
Right. And that was, let's see, opposed grapple check. That was the basic melee attack, right?
It's a grapple check is your BAB plus your size mod if you're medium, which you are, is 0, plus your strength mod.
Right. Yep. So here it comes.
That's 16.
That's terrible.
Oh my
So
god.
I failed miserably.
So it grapples you, and your threatened radius is gone.
No more.
So I can take this away.
I am choosing to take my damage into my powder puff pool, please.
Yes, I actually believe your powder puff pool doesn't that actually take from each individual hit? Does it reduce damage per hit?
What is a powder pool?
So the Crusader has a mechanic where damage doesn't happen to them right away. It happens next round, and while the damage is sitting waiting to be processed, it gives them bonuses to hit.
So I can like let it loose.
Yeah.
It's like it's pent up fury that you can just let it out. You like suck it. You go, oh, that really hurt. You son of a bitch."
I don't have access to my Tome of Battle right off
Okay,
the bat.
I will tell you. Let
so-
me pull it up real quick.
Because if it's taking per hit, that's important because
Yeah.
you'll wind up taking much less damage. But if it's just over the course of the round, everything dumps into that.
Yeah, we're gonna
Until
look
it's
for you
around.
real fast.
Not to be the person who points this out, but that last 6 damage, because Little Tentacle 2 wasn't a crit, so it should be 6 less damage.
Oh, yep. Okay, yep.
Yay.
You are correct.
Out of the interest of surviving this encounter.
I see. I would not have. I would not
I
have pointed that
appreciate
out because it
pointing
hit
that
me. But I'm glad somebody else did. All right. Okay.
Sometimes
So
I get a
Steely
little
Resolve. Yeah.
enthusiastic. I like beating up player characters. It's fun.
I know.
Yes. It's
Just-
any hit damage the individual blow deals. So it is per hit.
Okay, and you can hold up to how much?
At my level, I can hold up to 10.
Okay, so you will take 3 right now, and you will fill your pool to 10.
Yep.
I'm also going to write down. Now you take that at the start of your turn, right?
Yes.
Okay, I've noted in the initiative.
Although
pool.
I'm unlikely to be able to actually dish out any real damage next turn being grappled, so it's probably going to get wasted.
It's not going to save you or help you, but it does mean that you only took 3 to start with.
Yeah.
The shenanigans that can go down with somebody tossing out heals when you have a Crusader in the party get really complicated sometimes.
But I haven't taken
okay,
the
so-
damage yet. I'm still alive.
So it goes low. You just came down and you're pulling your sword out, and it doesn't like this. So it headbutts your knees the wrong way, and that's you stumble back. And as you're stumbling back, it hits you with both tentacles and literally tosses you up into the air. And then as you're falling, it'll pat you back down, and it will then do 1d6 damage
Okay.
because strict. So you'll take 2 damage. You're already capped, so that does go to your hit points.
Yep.
And it starts like slamming you into the tree. And that was Little Tentacle Boy, which
Okay.
brings us to Dudley.
Well, that was
Dudley,
nice.
would you like to try and escape?
Of course, I would love to try to escape. I want to just wiggle out of there with my tiny halfling body.
You can either use Escape Artist or a grapple check.
I'm going to use Escape Artist because that's way better.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh dear.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes!
Yay!
Yay!
Yes. Okay.
You hit the ground. We'll say. You know what? I like teamwork, right? And Oberdon has been not necessarily protective of you, but he's had that like, why would we let something bad happen to Dudley? Been like a running theme here.
He's
So
a smart
Oberdon,
boy.
as you're being slammed against the tree and you're whipped around, and you'll see that Dudley is coming your way, right? And you'll kind of like slap the tentacle, trying to like cut it with your sword as you are being whipped around. and and that'll be what Dudley needs to like hit the ground, roll and get
Can
to
I
your
like
feet.
roll away as far as I can while I'm rolling
I believe so. Yes. Let me double check. I don't think
and not
that
taking an opportunity?
escaping from a grapple. That requires a standard action, so you still have a move action.
Still have a move action.
So yeah, you can say that your move action was you like rolling the hell away.
Rolling away.
Rolling away.
Dudley's just rolling through the whole muddy ground just the entire time.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a scout. He's used to it.
Yeah,
hit
you
the
just
ground.
see a muddy ball just roll on by, just like.
Muddy ball.
All right. So unless you have a swift action you want to spend or any free actions, I think that's the end of your turn.
No, what I wanted to do is neither of those things.
All right. I believe that M can only go once per round, right? So because he went on the turn he was summoned, we wait until next round when he gets his initiative.
Oh,
We're
and
skipping M, and this comes to Hjorthuk.
I love how you spelled my name like completely wrong, but I approve.
sure.
Irthurk.
Here's how you spell Hjorthuk. Ready?
Yeah, no,
All
that's
right.
right to me.
So seeing Oberdon get grappled, I am going to go into that very comical judo chop mode that monks have been known to do, where I just do this into the
Yes,
branches.
you do.
So I'm going to flurry of blows to try to break the leaves and the branches apart with the edge of my hands.
So I gotta move Oberdon here.
Bricks.
We're just closing right there. All right.
I do get the size mod and the plus that Oberdon gave me, right? The +4. I still get that.
You get the +4 on the. Is it Is it just until the end of your next turn, Gorbat, or is it?
No,
or
it's in
your-
depth. The +4. Which one are we talking about? Their +4 to hit.
+4 to hit. You hit one. You hit him with it. So it's to the end of the round, right?
From the leading the attack. It is +4 morale bonus on attack rolls for 1 round against the creature I hit.
So that ends at the start of your next
My
turn.
turn, right?
Yeah. All right. So you get +4 to all of this.
Okay.
Yeah. Make it
What
count.
are you getting as a size bonus?
Well, they're large and I'm medium.
So it gets +1 size bonus.
So it's not about the difference between sizes of creatures. It's already baked into being medium or small. You get +0 size bonus because you're a medium creature, and they get -1 AC for being large. That's already in.
Oh, you've already did that too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
That's how the system works. It's very passive. You don't have to worry about that.
All right. That makes sense. So let me just
That's
read
why
that.
Dudley gets +1 to hit that you guys don't, because Dudley is a small size halfling.
Hey.
All right. Is that with the +4?
Yeah, that's with the mods.
All right. So the second one will whiff.
Ah.
Is it evil or is it just a plant creature?
Is it an evil plant?
Is it evil plant?
An evil plant?
Shay. So I confess, for the mechanics of this, technically the little ones don't have the plant type. The big one does. This is important because plants are immune to crits and sneak attacks. The little ones are not immune to crits and sneak attacks.
Yay!
But is it evil?
Is it evil?
I mean, they're not acting like nice plants. I'll just say that much.
Plants are usually neutral.
As a
right?
matter of fact, this creature, despite not being a plant type, is quote-unquote usually neutral.
Oh.
Usually. But this isn't a
so
corrupt,
maybe-
nasty, evil place. Maybe it's not usual.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. Go ahead, take it evil. Yes. evil it is.
There.
Ooh,
Dish out an
that's
additional 8 points of your wicked and naughty damage.
Been a very naughty boy.
You are bad and you should feel bad.
So you hit once, or is that bonus damage is on 1 strike?
It's for the 1 strike, yeah.
2d6 bonus damage on evil. Book of Exalted Deeds is good.
It is.
Well, if they're
Nice.
evil.
As long as they're evil. That's when he starts populating his entire world with chaotic neutral things.
I'm just saying, I tend to do that anyways because I'm used to having paladins in the party. I'm like, "Meh."
I was so very nearly one of them, but...
You are beating the ever-living snot out of this thing, but it is still standing. So, like, you had described this as like a comical judo chop blur, right? So, like, I'm envisioning you're, like, cutting and weaving away at this thing. With every strike of your arms, you're, like, shaving it down to size, and yet it refuses to let go of Oberdon, and you
Damn
get the idea it's probably going to hit you with Oberdon next round.
Well, I don't approve of that.
I'm very big and metally, so I make a good club.
All right, so after Hyothar goes Big Mama.
Oh shit.
Big Mama has a move speed of, I believe, something impressive. What is Big Mama's move?
Oh, Big Mama
that-
moves?
Five.
Yikes.
Big Mama moves.
5.
That's the name of Big Mama's House, the sequel, is Big Mama Moves.
That's not a pretty thing.
So no, this is not a pretty thing. And Big Mama,
Touching
which
the thing.
one of you looks delicious? Which one of you looks really delicious?
Dudley.
Dudley does.
What?
Dudley is
Absolutely,
like,
Dudley.
Oh,
Dudley's
but
got
Dudley
some
looks so
swamp
sweet and
sauce going on.
He's got the rosy little cheeks, the blonde hair.
I don't know, it looks pretty scrawny to me.
There's also a glowing bison.
That looks delicious.
Yeah, but you know what? Actually, the glowing bison came from you, didn't it, Emery?
Oh shh. Booze.
But it's also a glowing bison.
It's also a glowing bison.
Have the bison let out yummy noises.
Maybe he's a reverse vegetarian since he himself is a plant. Big Mama's,
see.
I have to eat meat only.
It is in fact Emery. Okay.
Ah,
I was like, from left to right, whoever rolls the lowest. Poor Emery rolled a 2. Almost beaten by Yorthurk's 3. So Emery, I get a bite and 2 tendrils. The tendrils have improved grab
okay.
because I like improved grab. There are
Okay.
many tentacles this fight, so we're gonna nom nom nom.
Okay. Well, that beats me because I have 12 AC.
You have 12 AC.
Wow.
It's not a crit, so you are gonna take 18 damage.
What the hell?
And then I get where is this macro? No crits yet.
5 and 7.
5 and 7 damage.
I'm down.
You are okay. What's your
Oh,
HP?
God.
It's something negative. Hold on, let me finish.
Okay, so in 3.5.
-2.
Okay, in 3.5, you die at -10.
Yep.
Yep.
You will get the chance to stabilize on your next turn.
Okay.
Okay. If you receive any healing, you will stabilize. If you fail to
healer.
stabilize, you will bleed out by 1. Rather than this thing doing what it was going to do, which is shove you in its delicious mouth for swallow whole, I will say that you kind of like it. It comes in, and Big Mama steps over the crystal because the crystal's only like 6 feet tall, and Big Mama's 15. So there's this giant of a plant tree trunk foot next to you, and you're like, oh, and the tentacles come down and just flatten you.
Yeah.
Blackout, right?
Okay.
Oof.
That was a full round of attacks, we'll say. So Big Mama is looking for her next option because there's no meat on those bones.
No, just cloth.
Make yourself a soup.
And that goes to Otto.
Oh my
Adam,
God.
man.
Okay.
At the start of the turn, your little fire dude is gone.
Yeah. So this thing still has Oberdon in its tendrils, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'll pop this up to kind of show you the maneuver I'm planning on doing here.
Yeah.
And so basically what I'm trying to do is, if you want to go by the letter of it, you can, but my thought about it is to try to weaken this thing so that it can't hold Oberdon in its grasp anymore.
Okay, so in addition to dealing a normal melee attack, deal 4 points of strength damage.
It's a strength draining strike.
So yeah, what you will actually do, like mechanically, this will do what you want because a lowered strength score actually means that it will have a weaker grapple check.
Perfect.
So this does that by the book, anyways. So go ahead and make me the attack.
Okay, so for my attack, I get.
Plus
Would you consider it flanked?
4. I haven't been yet, so it's +4.
It is +4. It's not the start of Oberdon's
Nice.
turn yet.
Okay, I have so much stuff to add here. Okay, flank, yes.
Flank, yes.
Additional attack bonus +4.
4.
+4.
And
yeah.
that should be it, right? Okay.
Yes. You barely hit this
Oh,
Oh
thank
my
thing.
God.
You almost
Oh
whiffed.
my god.
I can't believe it's still alive.
What I've noticed is we all do absolute pants damage in combat.
It's,
Yeah.
in the Nerd Herd, we call this the Sass effect. Because Sass used to go by Milk, and Sass would be playing with us, and whenever she'd hit and do something really great, she would then roll a 1 on damage every time. So anytime somebody rolled really low on damage, we called you milked it. That's what we called it. And now anytime somebody rolls bad damage, it's the Sass effect.
The sass effect.
It's a great trilogy of D&D styled space RPG games. You should go check them out.
Sass effect.
Instead of a status
Really
effect, it's a sass
disappointing ending,
effect.
though.
Where you go, you go to the new school
you
and you
roll
meet
the dice.
all these new girlfriends, but you have all these things to say, and my God, would you look at them?
Alrighty.
You can't sit at our table, collectors. You're not cool enough.
Oh, that was.
You got a
that
clap from
was
one.
All right, so I shit you not, has 2 hit points left.
Oh God.
Almost got it, but so I imagine Otto is
I'll
like
trade.
he'd been sneaking up into position, right? And so he like comes.
Oh,
he's got
wait.
wait.
I do. Do I get sneak attack damage?
Yes, it's flanked.
Flanking.
Yes!
Yes.
Take it out. Take it out.
How did you forget?
Put me on the
Oh,
ground.
The Lord.
2
What is it,
damage.
1d6?
Come on.
2 damage.
2d6.
If you roll a 1, if you
Is
roll
it
a 1,
2d fucking 6. Go! Yes! Roll it!
I can, no matter
This is the
what.
most upset I've ever seen Jane
Okay.
about anything.
I'm sorry.
That was amazing.
all right. So you will. So Otto, you just shear this thing to death. What does this look like with the glowing energy from your swords and everything?
Yeah, I go and hit it thinking like I want this thing to drop Oberdon, and I just bury my short sword into the back of it as it kind of slowly flattens and drops him, and I'm not going to realize that I killed it at first, but I'm going to see the tentacle just kind of let him go and be like, yeah! All right, cool, I did it. I made him drop Oberdon. Yay, me!
Oberdon, I want you to roll me a DC 15 reflex save. If you fail, you'll hit the ground prone.
Okay, that was what I was going to ask you if that's a thing, because I already know what I'm going to do based on that. So,
Yep.
all right. Get to my saves. A reflex save, which I am so good at reflex saves, it's not even funny.
Don't say
Don't
that.
say that.
Okay, so
That's
you
my
hit-
point. I'm not.
+1. Okay.
All right, so is there a prone icon? Really? Here it is. Boom.
Yeah.
You have a bad back.
Okay, so basically I'm drop down crash on my side. That's fine. I
Yeah.
visualize that being a thing.
Yeah. So the tentacle just like it weakens in the middle of throwing you around, and it'll like have tossed you up by accident, and then you will come crashing down into your big full plate armor on top of the muddy floor.
Okay.
And then Emery, an Otto, I imagine, is like you just poked your head out, so you're not hidden anymore, right? Because you made your attack.
I did come
So-
at it, yeah.
Yes, you came at it, and there's Otto with like a short sword stuck in this thing, like, yeah.
Yeah. You're welcome.
All right. So Emery, stabilize me. It's a D100 check.
Okay.
A very, very small chance.
Do you want high or low?
I actually need to check that.
Okay, because I want to know if I should cheer or not.
I know.
Yeah!
Let's
I don't
just
wanna be that
cheer
guy.
anyway.
You
It's
cheered
either
for me
it's
and
either
my-
morbid
I
or
feel like
heroic.
Raffle against me.
Everyone
for the
cheered
sake
for
of the
you.
show, for the sake of the show, I'm gonna wait until we know.
Okay.
Yes.
Otherwise, if it were just me at the table, I would roll first and then wait to hear what that means because that's less stressful.
Stable characters recovery, page 145.
Here we go.
Remember when RPG books had useful indexes?
Once upon a time, that was a thing.
Yeah, there was a point in time where that was real. All right.
I want to say it's a 10% chance of stabilizing.
Roll D% to see whether the dying character becomes stable. There's a 10% chance of becoming stable, so that means that you need to roll
10 or less, huh?
a 10 or less. Yeah.
Okay, we all low.
Okay.
Fun.
Low, baby, low.
Low.
Well, here goes.
Rolling a
Make it
6.
happen. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Six.
Yeah!
Oh man!
You called it!
He's out.
How did you do that?
I think that's
man.
the first time anyone's ever
Chances of that
stabilized on
happening.
how we roll. Woohoo! Well done, my friend.
That's as good as Gorbad getting exactly the number he needed to pass for the balance check last session.
Oh, I know, right?
Oh.
Yeah, that was epic, dude.
And this is why I like games with a tad bit of crunch.
Me too. Me too.
All right, so
you know, there's no roll for that, but I'm gonna spam natural 20s for you because, as far as I'm concerned, that's as
so
good.
I did it.
Wow.
I survived long enough to get eaten again.
So
Yeah, now it's gonna eat you.
guys, you killed little tentacle boy.
Yay!
You are next. Alrighty.
I feel like Little Tentacle Boy needs to be like a parody of Wonder Boy by Tenacious D.
Yes.
Wonder
Yes, please.
Boy. So it'll be Little Tentacle Day's turn. Hey, hey, Oberdon.
Yeah, I'm right in front of it. Bring it. Bring it. I'll give you indigestion.
Actually, no. Otto,
Yeah?
you just stabbed my shrubbery.
Did he see it though?
Yes. Yes, he could. That is a very good. You should always ask your DM that question. Whenever the DM's like, "You got caught," just look at them and be like, "Can they see me though?" Even if there's no reason, they shouldn't be able to always ask that question.
Just grasping at straws here.
Can it rationalize that, like, he exists?
My name is not important. Thanks for the kind
Is
donation.
the animated bush actually sentient?
This bush is, because technically, by the rules, this is an Otague.
Oh, okay.
So,
I'm
Audi
actually
bite.
talking to it, not fighting it.
Audi bite.
That's a miss. That's a miss. All those are misses.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah,
Even the 16?
that is correct.
Oh, wait. Let me rephrase that. That was him attacking you.
Yes.
Even the 16.
Yes. Oh, you were in DM mode there for a second, Gor.
No, I was thinking you were missing the mark. I thought you was attacking. I was disappointed because I thought it was you
they all
missing.
missed. They all missed.
Auto, right? You stab this thing and you're like, whoa, and it'll dawn on you. Wait a minute. It's dead. It's not moving anymore, right? And then there will be a flurry of motion and this weird, like rustling
Bloody
of
well,
branches
thanks for the cheer,
right
bud.
next to you. And from in between all the tree branches, there'll be these vines that start like snapping out at you, and you can't quite make out where they're coming from. But like you're doing this epic like dodge, you like backflipping and like twisting and like rolling, and like you manage to pull out just in time as the last of these like lightning quick strikes is a giant bush face with teeth just comes in and you pull back and it's like this close to your face.
Hey man, say it, don't spray it. Stupid.
Oberdon.
All right.
Little Tentacle Day has gone. It is now Oberdon. Your damage happens to you now.
Okay, so now
Friendship is magic, Powerpuff happens.
I haven't acted yet. So does it act? So do I still have that pool?
No, at the start of your turn, the pool empties and it's empty. And it empties into your hit points.
How do I ever get to use it then?
Because you're taking damage. Wait, no, is it the end of your turn? It's the end of your turn.
Because otherwise, I can never actually get the benefit of it, right?
Because you're supposed to be building up that damage before your turn. Yep, so it is the end of your turn.
Okay, so I
I'll
do
look it up
my
later.
damage and then I take it, right?
Yes, then you'll take that 10. Which
Okay,
also means sometimes you'll do the cool thing and then drop unconscious.
Right, that's kind of my visualization. Okay, we have. I can either use my move action to stand up, so I'm going to do that.
Okay, yep.
Which means for my swift action, I can kick my stance back in because I would assume that.
Yep.
My stance wouldn't really be a thing if I'm laying on the
You
ground.
can't maintain a stance if you don't have feet.
Right.
If you don't have access to
Okay, this is
In
my.
Z1, there's like ground stances, you know.
There are, but I was kind of laying on the ground being all, porn star.
You were Burt Reynoldsing it, right?
Right. Okay, so this is what we have this time. Oh, that's not great. Maybe. Okay, hold on. There's a thing I can use this for. All right. I don't know what rolled. As you about to strike your foe, an aura of divine energy surrounds you. As your attack slams home, this aura dissipates in a flashing light. Part of initiating this strike, you must make a successful melee attack. So I've got to make a successful hit first.
Yep.
Before any of this matters. And let's see, not flanking.
Holy shit! You can. Oh, wow! Total battle is so good.
Yeah, and I get to decide who gets that, and I know who I'm giving that to.
Me, right?
Absolutely. Yeah,
no, me. I'm totally selfish. I'm having it all. I'm
Good.
no, all right. So let me go ahead and make an attack then. No flanking. Any attack bonuses this turn? No. Okay, guys. Well, I'm probably gonna miss. Come on. 15.
Uh-oh.
That's a miss. Okay.
Aw, shit.
So yeah, it's a thing.
Sorry, Duds, no heal for you.
As part of initiating strike, you must make a successful melee attack against an enemy creature whose alignment has at least one component different. Sorry, Duds, that would have been useful for you, but you don't get it.
Whatever.
Sorry, it was an epic build-up to give you absolutely nothing at all.
So you're gonna like it's attacking at auto, right? And you're like, oh hey, it's not attacking me. You stand up and you come in with the glowing light and everything, and as you swing, you suddenly realize this thing is more cunning than it looks, because one of the attacks that it whips auto with, it pulls back, and it'll just slap your hand out of the way as you come down with your sword.
Disrespectful.
So that your sword strikes.
You got pimp slapped.
Oh, I just realized something.
There's 3 more of them.
And there will continue to be 3 more of them until you lose.
I have been known to say, wow, you guys obliterated this fight. Let me just extend it for the sake of the challenge.
No.
Like, I have done that before, but that's not what I was realizing. I was realizing that all of these dudes have a lot of range.
Yeah.
They have long tentacly things.
Yeah, they do. I love long tentacly things. I hope you guys like tentacles, because we're going to see them a lot in this campaign.
Love them.
All right, so then goes Duds. Duds, my boy.
So you look at me. If anyone were looking at me right now, you could see my eyes sort of concentrated on this gigantic green viney monster in front of me, and I'm in Boy Scout mode, and I'm like saying numbers in my head.
Ties it in a knot.
Like I'm measuring something, you know, and then all of a sudden I go, "Okay, here we go," and I go, "Wall of Force," and then I'm gonna try to do a dome around this little guy.
So rather than giving you a check to see if you can successfully do so, which I felt was both the natural impulse I had as a DM, but also the most boring impulse I could have. So instead, I'm gonna bust out my 5e player's handbook, and I'm gonna turn to page. What page is this on?
390.
Page umpteen.
Oh, I'll guess it.
11-7.
Page 104.
104.
Yeah, one of the numbers.
Which
now,
is the
Dudley.
wild magic search, because this magic is too powerful for you to control. So what I would like you to do is I would like you to roll me 1d100.
Oh, no. Okay.
This sounds awfully
We're
familiar, doesn't it,
hoping
folks?
For higher, huh? Are we hoping for high?
It doesn't matter. There are 50 things that can happen to you.
1d100.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
That's
86.
86.
Barney Wobble, thanks for the cheer, buddy.
Uh-oh.
Thank you.
In addition to your spell going off of your Wall of Force, you also cast Mirror Image.
What? What?
On who?
Dudley.
I believe
On
Mirror
the
Image is
creature?
target of you. I think it's
Yeah.
target of self.
Oh.
Okay, thank God.
How many Dudleys do we have?
All right.
2 Dudleys
so-
each.
So, I should have actually made a macro that copied this text together so it would be easier to do, but W. Does W come after M? It does. Thank you, brain. My brain can remember all kinds of things. I can sing the alphabet from A to Z in my sleep. However, to know where a letter is, I have to go through the whole alphabet. I hate it so much.
Double
That's
duds.
totally normal.
Wall
That's a
of
normal thing.
force. So we're gonna say your wall of force goes off, but then the magic is like still crackling out of it. You're like, what is happening? And it'll just like go off.
Yeah.
So a wall of force spell creates an invisible wall of force. Thank you, Wizards of the Coast. I'm so.
And a round of applause for Watsy
Ladies
for
and
their
gentlemen,
impressive
brilliance of Monty
description.
Cook. The wall cannot move. It is immune to all damage of all kinds. It is unaffected by most spells, including Dispel Magic. However, Disintegrate immediately destroys it, as does a run of Cancellation, Sphere of Annihilation. None of these things are going to happen here. We're like level 6. Resonant spells cannot pass through the wall in either direction, though Dimension Door, nobody cares! It blocks ethereal creatures as well as material ones. That's important, because I can't ghost you to death through it. You can form the wall into a flat vertical plane, whose area is up to 1 10-foot square per level. The minimum cast... What is your caster level?
My caster level is
6.
5.
5. Is it 5? Huh?
It says 5. Is it 6?
Yeah, most of the prestige classes that give you access to spellcasting and stuff skip the first level of spell.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
okay,
why-
so yeah, it's 5.
it's
then.
5.
All right, so you can make 1 10-foot square, which is 2 squares, which is a 10 by 10, right? It can be 5 by 10. It could be... Oh, it could just be 10 squares of wall.
Okay, can I
10
just...
squares?
The wall must be
Can I
continuous
do...
and unbroken.
Can I do 9 squares?
Yeah, I'll let you take advantage of less.
Gonna wall it in. Boom.
Wow.
That'll
How
piss
tall
off.
are the walls?
Can you actually shape it that way?
Yeah,
It's more of a dome that you can do. I was
You
looking
can
at
do
the
a sphere.
3.5 rules.
Does it actually say you can make the wall of force into a sphere?
Yeah.
It is one of Thelonious Conch's favorite spells,
Oh,
by the
5.
way.
Oh, I was looking at 5. I was actually at 5e. So
Yeah, the 5e says you can.
I don't know
gaze
what
attacks up
3.5
force.
is.
It says that you can form the wall into a flat vertical plane whose area is up to 10-foot square per level.
Damn it.
So it'll have to climb over it at the very least.
Okay.
It's still there, right? So like you get the
Yeah,
like
like how
you can
tall
box
is
it
it?
in. This thing is 15 feet tall, so it'll actually be able to climb over relatively easily, but it'll have to
Do
do
it.
that.
Do that. Yeah.
You
and
bought
I'm
you
gonna
bought us
say-
around.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you
Also-
bought Shelter around, and also she's cut. Dudley just cut off this thing's reach. It no longer has a 15 feet reach to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's got to go
Also,
over.
How many
You'll have a
Dudleys are we
5-foot
talking? That's
Yeah.
all I want to know.
All right, mirror image.
Yeah, how many
Because
does
I'm
Burning
gonna,
question.
I'm gonna maybe come to and see this, and when I maybe come to and maybe see this, I'm gonna be like, wow, that's maybe more Dudleys than I remember having.
Where do we
I
get
wanna
all these
hear-
extra Dudleys from? Let's get rid of
I
some
w-
of them.
I want to hear 8
Yes,
Dudleys
double
yell for Rankin.
8 Dudleys!
All right.
Rankin.
Several of
I'm picturing all 8 Dudleys standing kind of around, but like not organized, all going 1, 2, 3, 8 Dudleys.
It's 1d4 extra Dudleys.
Right,
Oh,
1d4.
Please, Shane.
Good one.
Oh,
Aw.
1 extra duds, double duds.
You know
Double
what?
duds.
That's
Double
still
duds.
more than the world needs.
Wow.
That's still too many.
Yep.
Can I place where he is?
It has to be adjacent to you to start with, but yes, I'll let you put it wherever you want. The idea here is this image does exactly what you do.
Okay.
So if you drink a potion, your image drinks a potion, etc. I have to roll randomly to see if an attack targets you or the image, and if the image takes the attack, the image vanishes.
Sweet.
So suddenly there is a shimmering wall of like multicolored translucence between you and this thing, and also another Dudley right next to you that you were not expecting at all.
Duds!
You say your own name?
Yeah.
No. Dud says Otto's nickname for Dud.
Yeah, that's even better.
Dad, what are you doing here?
And now there is M. You have done me a favor. M cannot hit Big Mama because there is a wall of force between M and Big Mama.
And I cannot decide what M is going to do because I am sleepy.
Does the summon end?
He stays, but I cannot communicate with it, so it does whatever it's going to do.
Oh no.
Huh.
Emery, roll me
Yes.
100 call high or low. If you guess correctly, it helps. If you do not
Snugs.
guess correctly,
Yeah.
High or low?
Oh no.
Are we putting it on black or red? Come on.
Oh, all on black, whatever black is.
Okay, so high.
That is
Okay.
clearly high.
oh,
No. Oh no.
roll a 4, which would have stabilized you if that's what you were going for.
He's already stabilized, right? Which means,
Yeah.
so if he's stabilized, doesn't he
Oh,
become
yeah.
partially conscious?
No. At 0 and lower, you are unconscious unless an effect specifically gives you consciousness.
Okay.
It's that the stabilization means you're not bleeding. As soon as he picks up a point of healing, I'll let him be conscious, even if it would leave him at lower than 0. It's gonna be bad for you. It got dropped in the middle of a fight. It's a celestial. I'm actually gonna say it's not gonna hit Oberdon.
Oh, come on.
It's because Oberdon is like wielding holy powers, right? The monk has skin made of holy.
Yeah, but it's just a little hole. It's not like noticeable.
Oh, it's a small
Which
amount
leaves
of
you,
holes.
Otto.
Wait, it would turn on us?
Why would it turn on auto?
It's been dropped into a big fight, right? It headbutts a thing, that thing is gone, and then it loses its direction.
We had an understanding. We went about it.
We went, It's fighting. It's panicked. It's a bison, celestial though it may be.
Bring it on.
Once you gain consciousness, you gain control of it again, and we'll stop rolling to see if it's good or bad what it does each round.
Okay.
Bring it on.
So, since this is your bison, I will let you be the one to roll for Otto getting punched in the face.
Okay. Hit up until it looks like something that a bison would do.
Can I pull out a red cape for advantage on this?
The celestial bison gets a plus 13 to attack. I'm sorry, plus 8.
Oh.
Plus 8.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh, that's a miss.
All right.
Oro.
So Otto, right? You're like, whoa, and then this thing is like trying to bite you, and you pull back, and you're you're covered in spittle, and it's gross. And then you hear the, and you're like, you look over your shoulder, and this bison is freaking out. It is losing its mind. It has no idea what's going on, and you think actually it's not going for you. You think it actually saw that near you was a plant, in the middle of all the plant. And you just happen to be in the direction of the charging bull. So it's gonna charge in your direction, and you will kind of move out of the way, and it will it'll move up here, and we'll say that it's not actually hitting Otto. It was trying to find an enemy, and I'll just that's where you wind up shoved out of the way as you dodge the bison.
Okay.
Then
So, I don't want to fight the big fucking thing, so I'm not going to. I am going to use my turn, basically running to the stable, although I don't know that he's stable, Emery.
Yep.
I'm going to basically pick him up and drag him behind to this square right here.
because of the wall of force, I will say that that you provoke no attacks.
I was expecting an attack. I was going to do it anyway, but yes. So yeah. I drag Emery behind the double duds. I can't believe I just said the double D. And that's my turn, basically. So I'm going to end
double
here.
D halflings.
I'm gonna turn fisticuffs ready to the plant creature, which is now in front of me.
Yes. Okay. So, Heather, do you, you should, if that was all a move action, no, your standard action would have been to grab and locate, Emery safely. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been the full turn.
Oh, you know what we'll do? instead of doodling. Check this out,
Oh,
right?
I was gonna make a crappy version of them.
Oh,
No,
look at that.
that's what I always do. It's
Oh,
much
no, okay, no, I like
sneaky.
your idea way better. Way better.
There's the bad Dudley. It's like Arnold
Evil
Schwarzenegger in
Dudley.
Twins. Dudley's the good
Dudley.
one, and that's the bad
Dudley
one. That's the
Doodle.
Danny
What's that
DeVito
green
one.
on me?
I like the scarf.
Yeah, what is that?
That's the
It's a
scarf.
scarf.
Oh, it's a
Scarf.
scarf. I see. Okay.
Oh. Can you put a coon hat on me?
Whoops.
Oh, that's the wrong color. I don't know why I went to that color, but I'm gonna keep it. Coon hat.
It's just so we can tell the two apart. We need some differentiating, right?
It's Big Mama. Can Big Mama roll? This isn't even going to be a very difficult check. And we're gonna say, yeah, Big Mama's
Trying
not
on-
smart enough to play shenanigans like that. So
That's the best I
Yeah,
can
I'll
do with you.
So your wall of force is still there, right? And Big Mama's gonna be like, kind of like against it and on top of it,
Mhm.
kind of like with clawed feet perched on top, kind of crouched real low, and she opens her mouth with all of these like needly fangs, and there's that glowing kind of slimy saliva of sap that sprays everywhere, and she'll
Wow.
unleash this massive bellow as she defends her magic crystal from the interlopers. And that will be Big Mama's turn, and we move to Otto, who has dodged a whole bunch of tentacles and a rampaging
Thanks for the
beast.
cheer, Barney Wobble.
Yes. Okay.
You
So
cheering beast you tonight?
is that beast where it ended up? Essentially, it's like right in front of me there.
Yeah, and it's clearly like rummaging around, being like, it has no
Right.
idea where the thing is it wants to attack.
Okay, I have a 40-foot move, so I can easily get around to come over here to attack. Oh, well, no, there's that thing there too now. Huh? But that's raised, right? Big Mama's up in the air.
Big Ma, you are exactly in range. So in order to move away without provoking, you would have to spend, because into or out of the threatened square, you would have to spend your what is it, the disengage, which is a full round action to relocate without being struck. And do keep in mind this thing has a 10-foot range.
Okay. Okay, that is.
I do believe, however, if you pull the defensive movement thing, you just don't provoke for the round for the turn of movement. I think.
You let me know. That's
Sounds
very
good. Go with
important.
it.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Because haven't we done that before, where people have moved out of range without provoking an opportunity of attack, and they were still able to do like everything they could?
Only if it's a 5-foot step.
You can take a free 5-foot step.
Right. So that 5-foot step would put me out of range of Big Mama, is what I'm saying.
What is it? 8 another bull rush, overrun, ready thunder. Yeah, we'll say if you spend your full round action, you provoke no attacks for the round, and
Okay,
you can
there you
move. Because
But then I can't. But then I can't do
attack.
anything.
You can't do anything that's a standard action or a move action if you do.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's no fun.
If somebody in chat wants to look those rules up, so on the next time this question props up, I'll know what to do. I'd appreciate that, but I'm not seeing it on the SRD right off the top of my head.
I mean, that lets me do nothing then. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Because
Kill the
because
plant man.
why,
Kill
because
Big
why
Mama.
not? Oh yeah, with one strike, just kill
Yeah,
Big
just
Mama.
do it.
Yeah.
One go.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm gonna do this, and so I'm going to. Oh, because I'm not clicked on my person. I'm casting, or gonna do the maneuver Sudden Leap.
You leap to a new position in the blink of an eye, leaving your opponent's baffled. You make a jump check as a swift action, move the distance determined by your check result. You provoke attacks of opportunity with this movement, and you must move in a straight line. As with other movement, you can attempt a tumble check to avoid any attacks you provoke with the sudden leap. You can't move through enemies unless you succeed on the appropriate tumble check.
Yeah. So you do whatever you want. I'm jumping over here behind this thing.
Okay.
Oh.
You tell me what I need to roll here.
Hey, we've seen you do your acrobatics, your tumbling. You've got this.
Yeah, it's
You're Otto, man.
I believe if you choose to use tumble, it's an opposed roll against the attack check to negate an attack.
Okay.
So you are provoking, and you want to land. Where is it that you want to land specifically?
Over here, behind the plant guy, so I can
Oh, yeah,
attack
so
it.
on this square specifically would be where you can do that.
Okay, sure.
On the boards.
Sure.
Okay, so that means you will provoke from both of the remaining enemies.
Okay, sure.
We're going to start with Big Mama.
Oh God.
Well, it would be a tumble roll, though, right?
Yes, so you roll me tumble,
Okay. I'll tumble for ya.
and Big Mama's making it the first, not the second roll here. Does an 18 hit?
I don't know.
Oh,
Let
I
me
mean, your
roll-
tumble check. Yeah, you haven't
Let
rolled
me
yet.
roll tumble first, which
I almost
is
just...
not bad. Oh, yeah.
Oh! Alright,
That's pretty good there.
so you avoid Big Mama.
Plus 13. Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to make one more roll.
Okay.
Can the Audi get you?
Tumble like that.
That's another 18.
Ooh.
I'll give it to because
Yeah!
Oh my God.
Alrighty.
So
All right.
Okay, so describe this magnificently epic leap.
So, you're gonna kind of see Otto finally regain some sort of awareness of as he's gets attacked by this creature, gets a bison
Whoa.
fly past him. This giant plant is like climbing over an invisible wall that I can't see is there. So I'm just gonna be like, no, and then just kind of like punch down for a quick second, and then just completely power off my legs and just be like flying through the air as I'm kind of spinning and twisting my body to miss these other tentacles flying at me. And then I'm going to land on the boards and kind of like almost tip over into the swamp and regain my balance, turn around, and then strike at this monster here.
And that was a swift action, so you have a full round of stuff to do. Are
Nice.
you making a full round of attacks?
Yeah, it's just, I think I just do one attack anyways, though.
Oh, okay.
Kick its ass, sea bass.
Use your movement to step on its stupid root legs.
Yeah.
Plant it.
Stupid root
Use a
leg.
turn to plant it so it
And
can.
am I getting any bonuses from any of this still from you,
It
or
is,
is that
it is
gone?
flanked.
It is fine.
And +4 because I am threatening it.
Still +4, huh?
Okay.
No, he doesn't get +4 because you're threatening it. He gets that maneuver ended. The +4 bonus that ended on your turn.
But I'm in. No, but that's from the.
The
Oh no, they're at
it-
-4 to
it's
hit him.
minus
Sorry,
yeah.
that's right. They're at -4 to hit you.
You're just flanking. That's your
Oh,
bonus.
Just flanking.
Yeah.
Okay. Just flanking, there's the roll.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You hit.
So low.
Sneak attack damage.
For no damage.
Sneak
at all.
attack damage,
Ever.
dude. Come on, 2d6.
2d6.
Yep.
As Jane would say, fucking 2d6. Roll it.
Fucking do.
And if that doesn't kill it, let me know.
Oh, it does not.
Yeah, we haven't done anything to this one yet.
Also, because of my Shadow Hand stance, I get a Dex modifier added damage to every attack made with a short sword
Okay.
as well. And
What's
that's a
your
+4.
All right. It is still standing.
That's fine. I just want to get all those in there.
Get every
Yeah.
point you can, right?
Yeah,
I will never fault the player for squeezing every ounce out of a roll.
perfect.
All right. So you do this amazing backflip over, and you like almost fall backwards, and then you like lean in and just come with this cool looking like slash where you'll come in at its feet, figuring why not try and like cut it down, and you'll catch one of its feet, but you won't clean sweep through because it's got a big thick branch in the middle of it, right? So you rip your sword out, and it's unfortunately focused on Oberdon right now, or else you would have had more tentacle attention.
That's fine.
Like Otto and the tail of the 10
No
tentacles.
one wants tentacle.
I'm actually really
No.
happy
Well,
where
some
I
people
am
do.
right now because I threaten
Yeah, it's
everybody
exactly
and
what
everything, so it all gets -4.
Yep, until my turn.
But you'll get -4.
Emery, you are lying on the ground.
I'm
You are
lying on the ground.
unconscious.
I am
Show me what that
unconscious.
looks like.
Hold on.
Go. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Oh, what is that? Oh, okay.
Oh wow, this is dedication.
We're just gonna hang out down here now. I spilled my ice cream. Hey guys.
Look unconscious though. You gotta look unconscious, sort of.
Barney
Yeah, yeah,
Wobble,
yeah.
thanks for the cheer, Chief.
There you go. Oh,
All right.
yes.
10 out of 10. Excellent roleplay. Bravo. All right, so that's the end of Emery's turn, and it is now Lipton's play.
He's gonna stay in character. I like this dedication.
I love it.
Right.
He's our Christian Bale of the show.
Yes.
So what we're gonna do actually is
You walking downstairs.
hmm,
Sash get inspiration for that?
If chat wants to give him inspiration, I will pass out inspiration for the passing out. That was
calendar model.
I was impressed by this role play. So Overdome.
What's up, Kuko?
You are the center of attention right now, right? And this little bush is getting stabbed from behind. He's missing.
Yeah, Mod, someone call for
Otto
inspiration.
over his head.
You know how to do it.
And as it rears up like it's gonna strike you, there is this angry, correcting bellow from behind you. Big Mama has decided that you belong to it, and it does not want to share.
Aw, that's kind of cute.
So Hjorthurg.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, buddy?
You look like you just tried to punch some stuff.
No, I didn't.
You did earlier.
No, but I dragged it up this guy. I don't want to take any damage. Come on. Yeah, you know, man. You know. I'm just standing there with my red beard, you know.
So I get -4 to all of these.
All of them miss.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
There you
so
go. There
What
it
does
is. Thank you,
look like
Junk.
what does it look like when a monk is doing all kinds of dodge stuff?
I'm literally, I stand there with my dukes raised, and as these attacks come, I just go like, oh.
All right. Yes, if you're new and you're not sure, basically go to the store poll and you can vote for inspiration.
My center is barely there, but the things lash out, the teeth come down, and I'm just like, nope. Yeah,
So
nice
yeah, it's kind of like a boxer. Like you're just kind of like,
shuck and jive, yeah.
all right. And then Dudley.
Hi.
It's your turn.
All right, so I'm facing the big bad, but then I look around.
Did you skip me?
I hope I did you?
I did.
Oh.
You're so naughty.
Stop talking then.
I am.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
It's because you were sandwiched by Tentacle and Tentacle Boy on the initiative list.
All right. Well, I am going to.
Provoke an attack. Oh wait, is that no? That's 5. That's your free.
Yeah,
If you
I'm just
move
getting
again,
to
you'll
here.
provoke. Yeah.
And let's see, we have. All right, this is going to be fun. I'm making a regular attack. That's all I'm
Okay.
going to do. But and then I'll tell you what I'm saying or screaming as I do it.
Okay, this is a standard action.
So flanking, yes.
Yes. Could put this here. Like
No
so.
additional attack bonus. This is one of the few that I have that don't rely on me hitting. So I hit anyway. So.
Yeah.
But I also
Deal 5.
unleash my Righteous Fury of Pain. So add 5 to that.
Another 5. Okay.
That's 10. And now I take, or I'm about to take the damage. Alright, so as that happens, I'm going to scream bloody murder. Otto! The powers of Ardalis are clearly with you! Strike him again, boy! Strike him again! And I now move Otto's initiative to one directly by mine, and he gets to act again!
You just never want me to go.
Yeah, that was the only reason, because we never want you to do anything. Yeah, that's White
right.
Raven Tactics, which has not been used yet, but
Cool. I like that.
Yep. And I deal an extra 13 points of damage with that as well.
Wow. This is cool.
So I did a total of 23, and Otto now goes 1 point below me, and now he has the initiative, so he gets to act again this turn.
This right here is the maneuver that made so many DMs that I knew when this book came out. This specific maneuver was the one where everyone was like, "This is too overpowered. We can't allow this. No, we can't use this book at all. This is too overpowered." And I was like, "This is the best."
It's awesome.
I get to be even more merciless in my combat design. You don't understand.
So, all right. So yeah, Otto,
Otto.
go again, man.
You are earning every ounce of praise you deserve for this.
So I'm gonna look over and be like, "Can I do that?" to you as you like yell at me to go again.
And then not use your turn.
And then nothing. Yeah, it's like, oh, all right, then I run away. No.
Without attack of opportunity, you flee into night.
Run. They see you suckers later.
Oh, there is one other thing for the record. You attacked a creature, other than one that you had threatened.
Who did?
That provokes. I will, however, at that point, not choose to spend that attack.
Wait, what?
I attacked a creature that wasn't threatened?
No, you attacked a creature that you did that other than one that you threatened. So like, so the typical attack of opportunity setup to explain this rule: you're surrounded on all sides by orcs. You attack one of them, every other one of those orcs gets a swing.
Oh,
because you're within Big Mama's threatened radius.
Right, you're talking about Big Mama. Okay, I was thought you were talking about this thing. Okay, with you.
Yeah, no, Big Mama would have gotten an attack. However, Big Mama only gets one attack of opportunity per round. So I'm going to wait and see if I can fuck up Otto.
It's messed up, man.
Always fuck up Otto, man. Always fuck up Otto.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Because of my vantage point here, if I attack and Big Mama, would I be able to see an attack coming from her to be able to avoid it and it not just be an AC roll on your part? Does that make sense?
Your AC represents your ability to avoid it. Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't see an attack coming, it doesn't actually attack your AC. It attacks your flat-footed AC.
Right. Okay, so I roll an attack is basically what.
Yeah. So if you want to stab this thing, and for the record, I recommend you do because it's almost dead. Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to do that, and it's flanked.
It is flanked.
And any additional attack bonus on this one, Gore, or no?
No, this is just an extra round
flanked,
of action.
but it's still -4 to hit you.
You're not even buffed enough, Otto.
Just checking.
I've done everything I can, man.
Oh, it's dead.
Okay, cool. Because that's a plus and it's dead. Yeah. All right, cool.
Father, that breaks regulation 30.
Oh yeah, he's still down there.
Nice.
Did chat give Emery inspiration?
So if you check the straw poll that's in chat, you'll see how many people voted yes, and you decide if that's enough to warrant inspiration as you're DMing. That's how we typically do it.
Okay.
It's your call, in other
19
words.
19 votes of yes. I'm giving it to you on 19.
Yay! Good job, Dead Satch. You can't hear us.
All right, Dead Satch. Poof, there, you got your light bulb on. You gained a vote of inspiration.
All right. So you attack. Now Big Mama will take. Big Mama will take her attack. This is gonna. Are you ready for the chain reaction?
No.
Shag it. You threaten Big Mama. Yeah. Big Mama is making an attack against somebody that is not you.
Right.
You can make an attack.
It's her turn already?
No, it's happening on Otto's turn.
Oh, I hate
But
this.
it's chain reactioning the attacks of opportunity.
Oh my god.
So go ahead and roll me an attack. You can punch Big Mama.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought I wasn't in range because I'm 10 feet away and I don't have that reach.
No.
So-
So technically, this token takes up every square of the black circle underneath her.
Oh, we don't
Okay.
see a black circle.
Adjacent to her. Yeah.
There's a black.
Oh, okay. So I would get a hit off.
Zero foot black aura underneath, so it's
Okay.
it's subtle enough not to interfere with the
Thanks,
with the sight.
Barney Waba. Appreciate the cheer, man.
Barney.
Okay, so that will be my attack of Booply Boop.
Boop.
Nice.
Booply boop.
Nice hooply.
But it's not evil, right?
Very
Because this is the
It
true
is-
neutral thing.
This one is actually a plant.
Okay.
So you will do a whopping 4. It doesn't even seem to acknowledge that you exist.
So,
so-
do the rest of us get attacks of opportunity?
If you would like to spend, Emery provokes one. You're not in reach. You don't threaten Big Mama from that square.
Okay.
Emery could provoke. Emery could if Emery was not unconscious. Duds
Duds is who I'm thinking about.
Duds and Duds can make an attack of opportunity.
Okay. This is not gonna be great. I'll do it.
Yeah, why not?
It's
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
I'll take my slingshot and go, "Hooch!"
Oh yes.
Oh. Okay.
That doesn't hit Big Mama's AC. Like you're like little slingshot, and it
Wait,
just like
there's one size mod and then one for the point blank
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that's
point
still
blank
a
shot.
15.
yeah. So the rock will just like you can't miss this thing. It's the broadside of a barn, right? So you're like, "Atch!" and the rock just kind of like, boom, and then hits the ground next to you and kind of like rolls away, and Big Mama doesn't. hit.
Shucks.
Oh,
Yeah.
shucks. Now the moment of truth. Because there is a whole lot of damage and some bad stuff coming if I get this. I'm only using the first of the tentacle attacks on this, because this is actually one attack.
Yeah.
That was the wrong button. this is the right button.
And that's against me?
This is against Otto.
That's
This
a
is his
miss.
attack of opportunity.
Yes.
This is the attack of opportunity it's making as a result of Otto attacking on the turn you gave Otto after your turn, which means so Big Mama comes down like this huge overarching strike, and everybody's like, "Oh, quick!" and takes in their jabs as she leaves herself open. And Otto, you will in fact see that coming, and be able to like out of the way.
Okay.
Only it probably looks a lot less like a dab when you do it than when I.
I don't know.
Dab out of the
Otto's
way.
pretty cool.
like,
Otto would do that, huh?
He would. Like,
wow, that's canon now. Duds, it's finally your turn.
Oh my god. Okay. So, I'm gonna look around, and then I'm gonna see poor little Emery right behind me, in the square next to me, unconscious. And I go, "Oh no!" And I'm gonna turn to the shell of the other Dudley next to me, and I'm gonna say, cover me, Duds!" And I'm gonna turn over here to my friend, and I'm gonna cast the heal light wounds that Oberdon gave me earlier on my friend here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I gave it to him, so that we had a backup healer.
Can you roll your light?
Mama spent her attack of opportunity, so this doesn't provoke.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, nice.
Can you roll your cure light wounds for him?
Oh, you want me to roll it?
Would I just roll 1d8?
Well, I mean, Emery's unconscious, as we can clearly see right now, so Emery can't roll the dice.
So yep, I'll. So basically, if it's a
Not
cure light
first
wounds,
regulation.
Yes.
where is it? Well, oh, there it
I
is.
can just roll 1d8, is that?
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Oh no.
Hey, it's.
Oh, I thought you just wanted me to do
I
it so you
did
could see
say-
the spell.
I did
Oh, yeah.
say that Otto would, I did say that Emery would stand up and be conscious and participate in the session at the first point of actual healing.
Yeah. Emery, you okay? This is glowing from my hands, like, hey, buddy. Hey, attack the thing behind me.
You're barely alive. Kill that. Kill that now.
Can I cast Searing Light? From the ground.
We'll say that we'll move Emery to the new initiative of just after Dudley,
Okay.
because you were kind of unconscious. So the turn order is now 3, 4, 5, X, 6, 2, 6.5, 7, and 8.
I like this.
So
That's your mind.
Duds, your turn will end as both Duds, because the other Duds does exactly what you do. Right, so like both Duds are healing you, Emery.
It looks like the fake Duds is healing the monster, so maybe the monster will be freaked out by that, you know?
And it is Emery's turn. You are no longer you are at negative whatever and conscious.
Wait, how much did they heal me? 3?
3.
I have, I'm okay. I'm really okay, guys.
Well, I have one question on that. So would it be, and this is not for this, but just so we know in future.
Yeah.
The caster level, is it who he stole the spell from or his caster level?
It's who I stole the spell from.
Oh yeah, you don't want my spells because my caster
In that
level
case, that should be 1d8 plus
Plus 1, yeah.
your caster level is more than 1.
No,
I almost guarantee you have a caster level of 5.
No, because he got it.
I'm a cleric. I've only got one level of
Oh,
cleric.
You only got one?
Overdone.
Oh.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I've only got one level of cleric, which is why that was the reason I asked the question.
That's too
So
bad. Yeah, it's whatever. It'll be whatever yours is.
Yeah, because Duds probably would have a higher caster level than you. because
right,
Duds
that
has
was the reason I wanted to check because he would have added +5, whereas I only had +1. Yeah.
Too bad.
You get what you get.
That's what you get for stealing, Dudley.
I'm a thief. I don't know.
Frickin' spell thieves.
All right. So Emery, what do you cast?
Well, after erasing the images of whatever Jezebel was haunting my dreams, I'm tossing a searing light right at the face of that thing,
Oh
and
my
that's just a
God.
lot of dice. But
That was
Mhm.
almost a
Ugh.
nat 20.
Right.
Okay, must have like a ray of the sun. You project a blast of light from your open palm. You must succeed in a ranged attack to strike. Ranged touch attack.
that
Oh.
makes a difference here.
Yeah,
Yes.
it does. It has a touch AC of 7.
Woo.
You hit.
Good.
It'll be 16 points then.
It's not undead. It's not vulnerable to bright light. It's not a construct. Okay, so you take 13. Or you take... Yes, just take 13. Just drop. Just end it all. No, so it takes 13 damage.
Well, 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got a 13 to
Yes.
hit and
Yeah,
he's 16
yeah,
damage.
Yeah. All right. That's important. It still seems to be particularly healthy and angry.
No, 13 didn't knock it down. Dang.
Come on.
So like you, what does your ray of light look like? Your searing light spell.
Well, in order to turn into a ray of light, I imagine it has to pull from certain levels of darkness in order to create an actual balance there. So some of the death forces pull in first. So it starts kind of in a gradient effect. It's almost like a pale gray emptiness that just suddenly shoots into energy halfway across its sear.
All right, and so this beam of
I
light
liked that.
will like slam physically into Big Mama's shoulder, and it will unleash another spittling cry of pain with more of this paralyzing sap just kind of like lightly sprinkling into the air, and you can feel it numbing your skin, but not actually having any potent enough effect to impact you for real. But it's enough to remind you that, oh yeah, this thing can paralyze the crap out of me. And it stumbles back, and there's like a solid burn mark right where you struck it. And it otherwise it just seems to think that you are annoying, but not as delicious looking as Oberdon.
Yeah,
So I'm starting to stand up, and I look over at and I go,
hit it.
Well,
Get in there.
Having faithfully attacked the things you told it to attack, even if it almost ran over our poor sword stage in the process, will turn, and you give it a and it will go, and then it will attack. In order to attack, it has it provokes. I don't have an attack of opportunity for the round left because I spent it trying to slap auto, which was a poor decision. And then it rolls at +8.
Get it.
do it, do the thing, come on, do the thing.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
Nice.
damn
A
it.
25. Ram that sucker.
I have a little gouge.
Ooh.
Nice.
For the record, this glowing bison is probably the most damage dealing.
It's funny, but summon creatures usually are on this show. It's like they become epically heroic.
And that's
love
anthem
them.
because, like,
I
in
love
general,
them.
summons were not all that impressive in 3.5. But if the dice are the dice,
Yeah.
then what are you gonna?
You get out some elementals, just sit back and have a cocktail.
Right, Hjorthurk.
Yeah, so I'm going to be very pitiful with my attacks. I can't reach higher than its plant nuts, right? I mean,
It's
Large.
plant nuts.
No, you're reaching
Take
its
nuts.
knees. You're not
Big
even.
Goo nuts.
Yeah,
For the record, it's Big Mama.
There's-
All right.
In
Okay.
Shorin Karate, there's a move that goes like this. Just do that one.
so I'm going to
Open hand.
basically try to, like,
Plucking the pearls.
bury my fist and my foots into its gooey plant leg.
I can see you've seen this hentai before.
So I'm gonna do a full attack, and I'm gonna pray for a miracle. I get no bonuses whatsoever, right? So it's just standard.
Yeah, it's not flank. Yeah, you don't have flanking.
I figured the flanking. Yeah. So just try to beat it down.
All right, you hit for the 11. Is that everything you're throwing?
Yeah, that's all I could
It's not evil. All right. So you punch it and you actually shake the leaves.
do. That's what I want to do.
Like you shake the leaves and there is this like vibration that rocks through it, right? And you get an angry like snap of its jaws, but other than that, it seems to be fine.
Okay.
Big Mama has decided.
But the bison. No, I'm just sorry.
No, Big Mama has been waiting for the it's a showdown. It's Big Mama versus Oberdon. I imagine Oberdon is experiencing fairly similar experiences with Big Mama.
Oh,
that
yeah,
Oberdon's
I'm yelling.
most of
I'm
the
yelling
ones,
at every possible thing I can to gain its attention.
It is working, and I get another round to roll like crap, where my big boss monster will do nothing. So let's get this out of the way.
You're minus
first
4 to
opens
hit
up.
me,
2 tentacles.
Ooh.
sucker.
So I hit the
One.
first tentacle.
Wow.
Yep, first one hits.
Okay. Now I need an opposed grapple check for that one.
All right.
It's probably pretty good at grappling.
Oh.
34.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't. Come on, natural 20. No,
No, a nat 20 would do it.
I relinquish myself to grapple them.
Grappled him. It will transfer you into its mouth and automatically, as a free action, and automatically deal bite damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Which the bite. I'll use the
Goodbye,
bite.
old friend.
I'm all right.
He's made of metal.
Oh yeah.
So 2 more damage. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the bite comes. Does the bite actually paralyze you? Or do I have to swallow you
Well,
first?
let me ask you. So it does 2 damage, which goes into that's my temporary pool. So I take no damage yet.
You also took the damage from the first tentacle of 6. That also would have gone to your pool.
Yep.
Correct.
So I've got a total of. So I have taken no damage yet, but I'm due to take 8 next turn.
Correct. Yep. Crusaders. I am double checking to know if you need to make a fort save versus paralyze on the bite, or if I have to actually use the swallow to make that happen. No, it's not a Triton. There it is.
Is it on the bite or is it on the bite damage?
Right?
Because it's on the bite damage. Maybe I don't take it because I haven't taken any damage yet.
It only happens. Okay, it only happens once you've been swallowed whole.
Okay, so I'm only bitten so far.
It can try to swallow a
Oh,
grabbed
we
opponent.
lost a Satch.
We lost Satch.
You rage quit.
Oh, there he comes. He's
There he
back.
No, I went to hit mute and I totally hit hang up.
I do that all the time.
I have bad news, Gorbad.
That's always good.
On its next turn, it will make a grapple check. If it wins that grapple check, you will be swallowed whole. Make saves versus paralysis and take automatic acid damage.
That's all right. It ain't making.
Alright.
We got this. We got this, man.
It cannot use its bite attack currently because it is gnawing on
It's
the
got
Crusader.
something stuck between its teeth.
It can, however, do all of the things you guys would be denied if you were grappling, because it's a huge thing with giant tentacles. So it still threatens, it can still attack, and so forth. So it lashes out as I'm envisioning Overdawn like, hey over here, big ugly, malfeasance! Like, and it just kind of like reaches out.
Yeah, I'm probably screaming stuff like, "Over here, you overgrown geranium pot!"
And it grabs him, right? And you can hear like a sickening crunch of his leg, and it yanks him off the ground and literally throws Oberdawn into its mouth and just starts with all of those teethy, spiny, needly fangs.
Mr. Overdone.
So I'll give it indigestion.
You will be the Rankin Samuelson of its life.
That's right.
All right, that is Big Mama. We go up to wow, you killed Little Tentacle Day.
Is it back to Otto though at the top?
Oberdog.
Me.
No, because Otto's initiative
moved permanently. Okay.
It was
it's permanent?
Oh, yeah.
It's permanent, but it also gave you an extra turn you would not have otherwise had.
You basically got a
Gotcha.
free
Okay.
whole turn. So,
Okay.
all right.
So we go to Oberdawn.
I mean,
So how does this work regarding me being able to hit this thing?
In order to do anything, you have to beat it in a grapple check.
Just hold your
Alright.
action until it would have been your turn again.
Oh,
You gotta beat a
come on.
40.
Holy
God.
shit.
Come on.
no.
Okay.
Plus 23.
All right. Come on. Natural 20. Natural 20. Natural 20. This we need it.
on.
Oh, so
Oh.
So close.
Oh, okay.
So you're like struggling to do anything here, and it's just it keeps tossing you up a little bit and chomping and tossing up and chomping and tossing up and chomping. You are the tastiest snack this thing has seen in a long time, and it's just not letting go of poor Oberdawn.
It clearly likes to eat tin.
You will then your pool will dump at the end of your turn, and you'll take that damage.
Yep. So another 8. Okay.
Otto,
Yes.
among the things you would have chosen to shove into your mouth, Oberdawn was not at the top of the list, but nonetheless, here it is. What do you do?
Okay, and I'm so am I able to? Because I'm back here. I'm not even able to move up to attack it without getting an attack of opportunity. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you provoke because you have to move from this square, which it threatens, into this square, right? So you're leaving a threatened square and entering one. That's technically that provokes, but I only get one attack, so you're risking whether or not I want to make that attack against you instead of using it against somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do though? No, I don't think I would. In my mode right now, I would not think to sacrifice someone else. I would just run in there. I would move.
All right.
So
you only need to move here in order to be in range to hit it.
Oh, I do. Okay.
Yeah, because this square is adjacent to this square.
To that square. Okay,
Yeah.
so I would move to.
I will not make that attack of opportunity.
Okay. Okay. And then would that be within? Because the good graces of Shagget actually let me know I was doing something very wrong for this whole time. So, would I still have a? Yeah, I know. Would I still have a full?
Thanks,
move
Barney.
since I just
Appreciate it,
moved
man.
A little bit.
That is the free
Or
5
I mean, a
foot
full.
step.
Yeah, a full attack then.
Yeah, you can make a full attack.
Okay, cool. Because I can actually attack twice, and I didn't realize that this entire time.
And for the future,
You numbskull.
in the future, you get that 5. If that was the only square you were moving,
Yeah.
it doesn't provoke if you make it your free 5 foot step.
Right. Okay. So that's what I would do, and I would be able to attack twice. And it is
Yes.
not flanked, I assume.
It is not flanked from there. No.
Is Oberdon giving me any bonuses? Not at the moment, huh?
Oberdon is busy being
He's
eaten.
Eaten.
dying.
Okay.
So I'm not.
apparently,
A dying bonus.
Yeah, I guess technically I'm not. I'm not threatening it.
Yeah. You're not, you know,
Oh no! Oh no!
Nat 1 and a nat
Oh.
20.
That's a 1 on the fumble.
And then a
And
20
then a
on the
20
fumble.
on the fumble.
That's good, right?
So it's not
No.
really a fumble.
I mean-
That's great.
That's just nothing.
No, it just it
What is
undoes
it?
the fumble, yeah, doesn't it?
Is it using? Is it trying to set up for like a fumble chart?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a fumble.
Which fumble?
Oh, but we don't use. I don't think that's installed here.
Okay.
So I'll just use that as like a general RP guide, and I'll say that instead of anything like ridiculously unfortunate happening to you, so you move into attack, right? Your strike would have been fine. Your you saw an opening, you went for it, you ducked under. There was this hole, like it was very very accurate, as easy, except as everybody else is fighting this thing, we'll say it's M. M is trying to attack it, and M just like shoulder checks it, and it lurches out of the way, out of your needle precision strike, and you'll whiff.
Okay.
You can make your second attack.
It's in there, 22, right?
Yes, that'll hit for
Okay.
for
7. Yeah.
So you kind of like follow up with as best you can, and kind of like stab one of the thick vines that makes up a leg and rip your sword out. But it is very happily like eating, like just ignoring you, and like just eating the old man.
Chop it down. Chop it down.
Nom 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 nom. So after Otto, we'll go little tentacle boy who's dead, and then Dudley, and Dudley.
And then Dudley. All right.
Good.
I'm
Did you
gonna
get
try to get a sneak attack bonus off here, or sneak attack off here, and attack the big boy.
All right.
So
That
Here's my
unfortunately doesn't
attack.
poke.
it's flanked, right? Yeah.
You would get flanking, but from M, yes.
Correct. Okay. Here we go. No.
A 13.
Dudley.
So I'm imagining
Why?
something big, like let him go, let him go.
No. All right. Oh, I'm so sad right now. Okay. It's
And
fine.
right?
It's fine.
I'm like half up off the ground at this point. Just did more than I could ever do. So I'm just gonna look at Yorthric and be like, Bowl. Oh, aye. Kick his ass, and I'm gonna go ahead and cast Bull Strength on him.
Yay.
Oh.
Casting I think provokes, doesn't it?
Unless he has combat casting.
Do you have combat casting?
No, I don't have combat.
Or you
casting.
could do defensive casting too.
I will, because my goal is not actually to murder the crap out of you guys, and you've already had a rough time this fight. I'll let you get your spell off and then make my attack.
Okay.
I was gonna try and grab Duds, but Duds didn't do something that provoked.
No, why would I do that?
Duds is like, I have -4 to grapple, and this thing rolls a 40.
There's no way.
Do it. Do the thing. Okay.
Okay.
So you get +4 enchantment bonus to strength.
It's specifically an enhancement bonus. That is important for anybody following at home. Every bonus has a type.
And they don't
Bonuses of
stir.
the same type don't stack, they overlap. This makes, if it says you just get a +X bonus, that is untyped, and therefore stacks with everything, making it very valuable.
Yeah, I learned all about stacking bonuses in Children of Drakkar: The Final Fight. Because I had to make sure everything stacked so I could be like an
Use
uber
as
beast.
much buffs as possible, yeah.
Alright, so I will now take my one attack of opportunity, which means Hjorthurk, you can do whatever you want without worry because it can't attack you. And I'm going to try and grab a sad boy. Do I hit? On the first one?
If I'm the sad boy, then I'm dead again.
Okay. And that means you can't pass a grapple check. So now I have Emery in one tentacle, flailing around. Are you dead, or are you just...
Oh, well, unconscious, yeah.
Okay. What are you... Because now you have to restabilize.
Yeah, let me set this up right. It was 8 damage, right?
Yeah.
So, let's see. Okay. All right. Halfway there.
Whoa, you're halfway there. Whoa. All right. You can't not finish that chorus. That's my favorite
I know,
song.
it's hard. It's hard.
All right, so you'll take the 8. It grapples you, and it starts throwing, like, it just start flailing around. Just in general, now it has its next snack. For when it's done eating Oberon. Hjorthurk and M. So M does not. I'm not gonna make you roll here. M is actually going to move down here. This will actually give the majority of the party flanking.
Yay.
M will then attack the thing that has its sad boy. That's my sad boy. You
Sad
leave
boy.
it alone.
Yeah, the sad boy.
Leave my sad boy alone.
+8 to hit. Was
Nice.
that close?
I think that's
This goddamn
probably a
summon.
good slap.
This boy saving us.
15.
You've done 15 damage every time you've attacked with M.
Yeah.
Get in there, bull boy.
So M is just like repeatedly with its horns.
That's
like-
what M
it's like a
stands
glitch.
for 15.
Mm, mm, mm,
15.
mm, mm. It is. We are actually at a point where it is notably wounded.
Yes.
Ooh.
Come on, take it
mama
down.
swallows whole.
Alright.
Okay.
It can try to swallow a grappled opponent by making a successful grapple check.
So,
Oh,
What about me?
Hjorthric.
Yeah, what about Hero 3?
Oh, damn it!
Oh, come on. We need him. We need him.
Sorry, I'm not ready to be swallowed whole until at least the monk has tried to punch it.
Which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to pile drive the sucker with a flurry blows, and I'm just gonna try
I'm just gonna
double
say,
punch
I'm
it.
glad it's
Oh,
not
your
me
enhancement bonus? Let's
who
go.
forgets, who jumps people in initiative, because I do that a lot, dude.
I do that so much.
So yeah, I'm basically with both fists trying to dig in deep with a pile drive because I feel the strength that I was imbued with. You know, I'm
Right.
jacked up as a little dwarf man. So praise Jeebus.
Come on, Jeebus.
Ooh! Good
Hit.
licks.
With both fists.
You hit, you will deal a solid chunk of damage. It's teetering. It's almost done, but it's only almost done.
Hmm.
Are there any other initiatives I may have forgotten?
Okay, I got a question.
Fake
Yes.
done.
Do it, Gore. Do it, man.
Well, no, I know the answer to the question, so I'm not going to ask the question. Because technically I'm grappled, so I have no ability to manipulate my hands to do anything, really. So,
It depends on what you're doing.
Yeah, may allow it.
okay, so can I get my hand to my left side and grab a small furry ball out of a pouch.
On your turn. On your turn, that sounds like the equivalent of drawing a light weapon. So I would say yes. You might, based on the grapple rules, have to pass a grapple check to do it, but it's possible.
Okay. Just
the rules
curious.
For that. However, that is not what's happening right now. What's happening
No,
right now
I'm
is
just. I need to know.
you're trained, you get a nat 20.
Yeah. No, I'm fully expecting to go into this thing's tummy. Because
Nat 20. Call
that's
it.
what it would
Come on,
take.
Laura, roll your first one.
No, it's not possible.
Oh, that's close.
All right.
still.
That was
Yeah.
close. Yeah.
Once inside the plant's mass, the opponent must succeed on a DC 20 Fortitude save or be paralyzed for 3d6 rounds.
All right. DC, how much fortitude?
20!
19! One shy. Okay. So I'm paralyzed.
Or
Jesus.
Oh yeah, 14 rounds. That's.
Oh my god, so you're done for now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a nap now.
Hey, let's see how dedicated you are. Lie on the ground.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that. I don't literally have room where I am right now. There's no room in my little box.
2d6 acid damage on my turn at the start of my turn, so at the end of every round. So right now you're going to take 9.
Now,
A new save is required each time you're inside the plant.
I'm
Save
still
the
conscious though, right?
You are conscious.
So then
Okay.
it still goes to my reserve pool first.
Yes. A swallowed creature that avoids the paralysis can climb out if you're not paralyzed.
Yeah, that's not a thing.
That'll return it to its maw if you're not paralyzed. So all of the cool things you're allowed to do happen to only be allowed when you're not paralyzed.
Okay.
So it's chomp, 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 and then it like tosses you up, right? And there's this one moment you get to say one thing before it
Oh,
swallows you.
God.
What do you say, Oberdon?
Malfeasance! Malfeasance!
Malfeasance.
No, honestly, I don't think I have anything quippy. I'm too busy trying to keep its maw open, so it doesn't
yeah, so-
seem feasible that I'm going to
So
be
it
yelling
tosses-
anything.
It tosses you into the air, and it just kind of goes up, and then you come down, and it doesn't like chomp you this time. It literally, and he's gone. It literally just swallows him whole.
Yeah, I think it's more epic if I just don't say anything at all.
So you're stuck inside this thing, and all of that saliva that you knew was paralytic will start to like freeze you, and you can't move. And it's burning, and it's not comfortable. And then it goes to your turn.
Well, he's paralyzed.
If he has something he can do, like a cleric spell or something that doesn't take somatic components, he can still cast it.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Um,
Paralyzation just means you can't move. It doesn't mean you don't get your turn.
yeah, Well, that depends, I guess, whether you consider speaking moving. Because speaking is a verb, anything that would also nullify anything that would have verbal as well.
This is where we actually check because the rules will tell us whether or not you're allowed to speak when paralyzed.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day when books had useful index?
Yeah.
He may take purely mental actions, such as casting a spell with no components. Paralysis works on the body, and a character can usually resist it with the fortitude save, blah, blah, blah.
All right. So no speaking for you, Oberdon. He's finally shut you up.
Yep, so that's what I figured. Which means, seeing as none of these spells actually have that listed, I'm going to have to look them up.
Yeah.
Verbal, somatic, material. See, that's what I'm saying, is technically, then nothing can be cast.
Yeah, so, unless, like, I would, because my general...
Because
rule
somatic is moving, verbal, and there are no spells that only require
You
material.
have to have a metamagic.
this would be one of the advantages. Yeah,
Metamagic feat.
Metamagic feats would let you do things
Yep.
like still spell, silent
That's right,
spell.
which I don't have none of that, so I cannot
okay.
cast anything.
Well, be a better character. Jeez.
Come on,
yeah.
Bert, I know you're not used to this, but you
No,
didn't.
you know, it's not. It's just I wish I'd had the available things to take a luxury like metamagic.
All right. After Oberdon, unfortunately, eats all of that acid damage out of their pool. Otto, you have just watched it swallow Oberdon whole.
Okay, I'm thinking
Walk
if I
away.
should like Men in Black it, you know what I mean, and like dive into its stomach to go save my friend. I'm not actually gonna do that.
I would let you do that.
Yeah, of course you would.
No.
Free
Get
paralysis and acid damage all around.
No,
so then there's just 2 paralyzed people in there.
So instead of that, I think seeing one of my friends get I said friend get eaten whole like that, I would just kind of want to throw everything I had towards it. So I think what the first thing I would do is I would throw up that distracting ember again, even though I know that it goes away at my turn. I'm like,
Yep.
I need to hit this thing now.
Yeah.
And hurt it. So that's gonna be.
We have a cute boy.
God, I did it again. Distracting embers there.
Boy.
So that essentially gives me flanking. I'd put it in position so I can flank it, and then I'm going to, with my attack, use my mountain hammer
Ooh.
attack.
Ooh.
Where if I hit, I don't know why I rolled the damage, but if I hit, I get an extra 10 damage there.
All right, so this is your standard action.
Yes.
Okay, so let her rip.
Okay.
Your magic number is 16.
Okay.
Come on, 2 hits.
You got this, man. You got this.
It's
Come
only,
on.
yeah,
Come on. Come on.
yeah, you got this.
Yes.
Hey, 14.
And then
There you
then
go.
also add 4 to that as well from the dex mod damage. So
Damn
8,
it.
18 total.
All right, Otto, it's yours.
Otto's the greatest
No!
character I've ever created.
Oh my
You
God.
drop it.
No
You
way.
drop it to -5.
Wow.
It is gone. How do you kill the giant 15-foot toothy paralyzing big mama plant?
All right, so what I
quick because this
Yeah.
isn't fun.
what I do is kind of as it has its tentacle, it's still holding Emery. I would essentially time it to where I jumped on it, ran up it, dug both my short swords into like the back of its head, slid down as I carved deep chasms into the back of this thing, and as I land on the ground, I'm like, ta-da! As it wavers slightly and then just crumbles behind me in a cloud of
Love
swampy dust.
I love it.
I just
Yeah.
stare at you in awe with my slingshot out.
And I look at both of you, going, oh, what did you guys think?
Teach me that move.
Oberdon hits the ground, is covered in acid. I'm not going to charge you any more
Yikes.
damage for it. But you are still paralyzed for how many rounds was that?
Like 16
13
or
more.
something.
Yeah, that's like that's 10. That's each round is 6 seconds. So that's like a minute and
minute and a half,
so,
give,
like,
give or take some change, yeah?
so Oberdon is still just like limply lying there,
Oh man.
slime.
So I'm gonna run up to him and be like, "Water. We need water to get this shit off of him."
Right. And I'm gonna run over here and get a little cup, my little cup out, and get some swamp water,
Oh,
and
Are
go,
you
run
sure?
up, run
I'm
over,
gonna
and
stop
then like
it.
throw it on top of
No,
him.
you did
Okay,
it before I could stop you.
so I want Dudley and I want Dudley and I want Hjorthur to roll me initiative to see if Hjorthur can stop Dudley from doing this.
Because I totally would
Right?
if I saw what he was going for.
Yeah, and I want to see if you react in time to this happening.
Oh, Josh, my initiative's really bad.
But,
So-
dude,
Hey, okay.
All right. What about Duds?
All right. Come on, roll bad.
Be on a 6.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Wait.
initiative modifiers, 18 and
Mine's
18.
+3.
Who has yours is +3? What's yours?
0.
Yeah, Dudley beat you.
All right. Give me a will save. DC 15.
We should
Dorman.
spank Dudley after this one, Heorthic. Bend him over your knee and spank him.
revenge is so
Yeah.
sweet, though, Gore.
It's so nice. It's
So
really nice.
tasty, sweet.
I'm sorry, Gore. I tried, man.
Gore, give me,
Yeah,
give me-
I did too, actually.
give me a DC 15 will save.
I was more worried that Dudley was going to get it.
Now Dudley said that he picked it up with a cup.
All right.
Or I think I heard a container. If Dudley actually did
I
that
said
with a
cup. I said cup.
yeah,
Yeah.
not cupped your hands, but an actual
All right, will save. 15 or higher?
Yep.
Yeah.
Woo!
You're good.
Okay.
And as a
Go
matter
on
of
with
fact, that will do the trick, and that will that will end. We'll say that what happens is the curse itself doesn't hit Oberdon. It actually like erodes the acid, and the acid is kind of like between you and it, right?
Mr. Oberdon, are you okay?
Dudley, not the swamp water.
It saved him.
Well, technically, he's right. As I kind of come sauntering up behind everyone.
Can we tend to Emery over there, or Armory, or whatever?
Yeah, good idea.
Duds, do something.
What?
If I'm back conscious, I can do something.
Yeah, you're back. You're fine.
So, and I don't know where Dudley got the water from, and I'm not even going to ask. I'm assuming he was smart enough to pull it out of his water skin, and not dumb enough to have done what he actually did.
You know what you can't do when you're paralyzed? Turn your head to watch Dudley.
Yeah. I wouldn't have been, though. I was too busy just laying there, grinding my teeth in anger at the whole situation. Alright, yep, I'll go over here then, and lay my hand upon our fallen comrade. They both stick my sword in the mud, put both hands on top of him, and say, Adonis, aid me. I abjure thee to staunch this wound. And give you my really crap healing. 6. There you go.
Is that enough to top you over 0?
Yeah.
If it gets you over the negatives, you're good. You can be conscious at 0.
I'm at 1. Okay.
Good.
And then I'll kind of crouch down and look at him and... Emery! Are you with us, boy? Emery!
Yes! Oh. God.
Well, you do something with this bison, then, because it's roaming around looking mean and menacing.
I'm just gonna look at him and go, and then he'll take that as his cue to leave.
you look at him and you go, and we'll go, and he'll wander off. But as he starts to like meander away, he'll also fade from sight,
like Field of Dreams style.
Yeah. So what I'm imagining is like the weird like black and white crackling like essence that kind of glows and emanates from him is kind of like doing that fade away thing, and as that happens, the mud just kind of drains down. Leaving a little patch.
Do me a favor, Emery. Give me a will save, because you were being like thrashed around by something with 15-foot radius right next to that swamp water.
Yeah, I figured. I've got a +10, so maybe.
Oh yeah,
you're fine.
You're fine. If you had rolled like super low, I'd have been like, well, I mean, in the chaos, the odds were that it might have happened, so we'll say it happened. But a good roll, you're good.
I'm just gonna look at the thing that makes magic good magic and look at myself in how I make bad physical standings and think about how I could possibly utilize this thing to cast a better healing spell if I can. I'm not sure if it would work with my Adonis spellcasting, but it's my magic that I've learned separate gives me.
Do you have arcane spells?
Yes.
Do you have an arcane healing spell? They do exist.
I do.
You wisely took the heal spells off the bard list, I see.
I have a cure light wound for my spell for my level 1 spell.
Yeah. All right. So I will say we don't have any other arcane spellcasters.
Oh, nice.
You're like the only one, right?
Wait, do I? No, I still have one of those. Okay. Yep.
So yeah, I'll let it double one of your healing spells.
Okay.
Because you are desperately in need of a heal right now, and
yeah, I'm just gonna look at the thing and just kind of be like, I'm not touching it, but I want to. Oh boy, that's way more than I need for. That's protection for me. Well, I picked the wrong one. There we go. There we go. Into that.
So you heal 14.
Okay.
So
then
like
I stand up.
I envision Emery like holding a hand out towards this crystal and like drawing, and like lightning will arc from it into his hand, and then he uses his other hand to like heal himself with the shimmering light, and then he can stand up.
I'm gonna take the little death mark off now.
Yeah.
I feel a little better about myself.
There are still 2 Dudleys.
I'm gonna say, hey guys, check this out. I'm gonna point to the other Dudley. I don't know. I'm not really sure how that happened, but I hope he sticks around a while. As he disappears. Oh man.
All right. Well, so I don't know if any of you guys noticed, but I believe, hey, Oberdon, you were saying that you wanted this to be my trial run. So what'd you think, Oberdon? Oh wait, I thought you were paralyzed.
No, I'm not paralyzed anymore.
Okay. Well, I mean,
with my expert tutelage, you did seize the opportunity and dispatch that creature.
Yeah, not to keep score or anything, but I believe I did banish all 3 of them to the depths below.
I wasn't honestly aware of what happened to the big one. I was too busy being at lunch.
Don't worry, Obi, I got your back, buddy. And I could for the foreseeable future if you initiate me into being part of your gang.
We're a gang now? What?
Well, what would you call yourself?
I always thought we were a guild.
A guild? I like that. Well, whatever.
I have no problem
use.
if you want to stick around. You're clearly more useful than just pretty colored shirts and acrobatics.
Well, we do have to figure out who the leader is. That's the part of the guild part.
You're the leader, Dudley. Whatever, you can be the leader.
I'm the leader?
Sure.
Oh, hey!
Well, I can't really fill those shoes, I guess.
Well, that's why it's an electorate role. See,
we're an anonymous collective.
But we all work together to come up with the best answer for you. You can trust us to help you come up with it.
Ah, you're so wise.
Yeah, but you are the leader, Dudley. You are the leader.
I mean, I'm gonna do my best, but wow, this is a big responsibility.
Can we destroy this monstrosity in front of us?
Oh, right.
Yes, Emily. You know how to destroy and dispose of this vile magic thing.
I mean, I can
make an Arcana check, Emery.
Do stuff.
I am going to wander down here and kind of wave my sword and make sure that nothing untoward is coming in our direction.
So you're waving your sword, right? And
it's not my best Arcana.
At first, you will think that something untoward is coming at you from underneath this tree because you see like a human shadow with its hands up.
Then immediately I'll drop down and hold my longsword in both hands and be all kind of defensive ready. And
what
yell,
you see... what do you yell?
To the trees!
From the trees! And what will happen is that there will be, in fact, a human body hanging with the vines like noosed, broken bones. It's been rotten and dead for several days, and next to it will be like a backpack, clearly an adventurer's backpack that has potentially stuff in it. It looks kind of heavy.
Then I am going to go over it, seeing that. First thing I'm going to do, ignoring the backpack, is cut the man down.
Okay.
It's kind of like that scene from Lost.
Oh, I was thinking about that. Oh no.
Does anybody have a shovel?
Yeah, I do. I have everything you ever need. Come over and
it's like a little
pull out.
shovel.
I'm gonna pull out this little like toolbox with yeah. You were right. It's a smaller shovel for a halfling. Here you go.
Spade,
Looks more like a spade. Yeah.
All right, then, does he have anything on him that would identify him?
Yes. He has. He's wearing like at this point it's been rotten and acidic, and it looks like he probably got the wrong end of those plants you just killed. But from between the scarring and the chips and the bends and stuff in his armor, he's wearing Pelorian iconography, specifically because you guys are actual clerics and members of religious orders. This is like he's one of like the guards of the foot soldiers for the local temple.
Okay.
And he probably stupidly wandered off into the woods to find out what was doing the gottening and got.
Then I am
Just
going
trying to help
to
us.
go to about here and begin to dig a hole.
I don't know if you should do that. We're kind of in the middle of a swamp. There just might be water.
Dudley, it doesn't matter. This man was an
Oh.
honorable man. He deserves a proper burial.
Right. All right.
All right, so that'll take some time.
So-
I'm not going to charge you a roll. Roll dig, I guess.
Roll dig.
I mean, I'm guessing the ground is fairly fairly pliable and soft.
It's
so
very pliable and soft, and you are on like a thick chunk of ground. So we'll say that you can bury him enough.
All right. Well, that's initially what I'm going to do. So I'm digging a hole until you decide that my hole is dug.
Yeah. Okay. Does anybody want to do anything while Gore dig?
We don't have to roleplay this whole thing out, but I'd definitely go ask Otto how to do the move where you slid down its back. Otto?
Yeah?
Can you show me that final move you did? I want to try to learn it for my repertoire.
Yeah, sure. Here, let's head on over to the tree, and I will kind of like show him how I would do that.
Do it!
Right,
while
okay,
Gore's
so like
digging.
very involved description that probably involves,
Way
like,
too bloated of a description.
Yeah.
Just
Sure.
building it up.
Other than vomiting because you're in the presence of Otto, what are you doing?
With disgust, I'm looking at Otto and Dudley. I'm actually sitting on the ground, cross-legged, just kind of like resting my arms on my legs, like like a fucking monk, I guess. Just watching as everyone does their thing.
All right, and Emery.
I'm going to begin the slow process of fixing this, and I'm gonna have to get out of here a little early. I just got some information here. I gotta leave a little early. Can I get shuttered here?
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
Are you able to leave the camera on temporarily?
Yeah. I'll just leave it open for. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and shut it.
But yeah, I'll just be shutting that down to the best of my.
Yep, that's fine. We can just
ability.
we can just wave that. That's cool. You're gonna do your thing,
All right.
and that'll take some time. So we'll come back to Oberon.
Okay.
You got the hole.
Once I've got the hole, I'm gonna lay the body into it as per Adalis's teachings and rituals. That's what we do. I will cover him over with as much of the loose soil as possible, and then glance at everybody, including, I'm guessing, our priest, and then say,
Well?
and I'm going to be looking at everybody like I'm waiting for them to do something as I'm on my knees in like a prayer position.
I think he's almost done, Oberon. What?
Well, Otto, are you almost done by this point?
No, but I'll be like,
no.
well, yeah, no, I'm not. All right, well, we'll pick this up another time. We need to show our proper respect.
Okay, right. I'm gonna
then
walk over.
Yeah, I'll come right around next to Oberon here.
All right.
Okay. Yep. He bows his
Who do
head,
you think he was?
and then he scowls at. He's going to scowl at Dudley.
Do you have no respect, boy?
Of course I do. I just want to know who he is so I could put him in my thoughts.
Yeah, shouldn't we like give him some sort of a name?
Oh
Would
yeah.
you like to conduct this burial ritual, or perhaps you would like a priest or a guardian of, Idalis to do it?
I mean, if you want me to do it, I will.
All right.
But no, please, go. I'll go. And I'll bow my head.
The entire time, Oberon is looking really pissed right now. He's looking angry and mad, and he's grumbling under his voice.
Absolutely no respect.
And then he says,
I'm gonna lower my
Fallen comrade, worshipper of Pilo, commit your body to the ground in Idalis' name. May you join Boyd Hyken, William Vines, Karen Lovelace, Solemn Sage, Sandy Harrow, Marla Walters, Shane
I looked
Walters,
up at
Thomas Vidalius, Henry
Otto.
Seal, Young Philippi, Margaret Kemp, Roger Kemp,
Just every
Thomas
dead
Hamish,
person
Roman
he
Thornton,
knows.
Samuel Crow, Devin Spry, Calvin Tomlinson, Julio Shangwing, Victor Fox, Cassandra Bowling, Gavin Roundtree, Vincent Hab, Charles Dublin, Sean Mitchell, Pansy Fowler, Corbin Fowler, Alexander Fowler, Helena Riggs, Larry Wallenstein, Acton Stung, and Richard Wainwright. And he just recites every one of those names. It is also their names that I invoke here. In the past, that they have been buried by my hands, may you now join them. In Idalis' name we pray. May your spirit be free.
And then he stands up.
Amen.
You know the names of every person you've slain?
Those are the names of every person I've buried.
Okay, so then...
Wow.
So then what's
What's
his?
this guy's name?
No, just...
Unfortunately, we don't have a name.
So are you just going to pause then in your list for his?
All right. He just turns around and shakes his head, and mutters, "An utter fool," and walks off. And then if Emery's not finished, he's going to just patiently wait for Emery to be done.
Okay, so Emery is casting, leaving Hjorthurk, Dudley, and Otto next to a backpack of adventuring loot.
Yeah, I'm going to go through it. I do.
So
I absolutely do.
Otto.
Yeah.
Are you ready to take some notes?
I'm ready.
I'm
and
watching
waiting,
Otto, though, to see what he pulls out.
So
Oh, man.
this backpack is not stuff that, like, you open it and you immediately, like, yeah, he was wearing the church's armor, but this is not the church's stuff, right?
Okay.
Okay.
He was a thieving Pelorian priest.
It looks like he probably collected this from fallen foes or like absconded with it from people who shouldn't have it. So the first thing is that there's some sort of like it's like half a skull, right? And it has a leather top, and there are like runes carved in. It's not magical, but it looks very ritual, right? Like the sort of thing that you would take from a cult, right?
Okay.
In it, when you peel back the lip. First off, you pick it up. You go to pick it up. No, you don't pick it up. It's too heavy. Hold on. You pick it up. Whoa! Oh, this thing is heavy. And it rattles, and there's all kinds of, like, jingling inside. And then you pull the lip back, and there is a metric assload of gold with speckles of platinum.
Ooh, okay.
Counting that will take a bit.
Okay, so just put down bag of gold for now.
Bag o gold.
Bag of gold.
Skull o gold.
Oh, it's a skull of gold.
Yeah, it's like it's a solid structure made out of a skull.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's
in
cool.
it, you will also note 4 very shiny, very colorful gems.
Okay.
In addition to that, you'll pull out a buckler. The buckler is made of black iron, and stretched across its surface is some kind of leather you haven't seen before. It is like the nails that keep this leather across the front of the shield are they look like bone, and inscribed around the edge of the shield, obviously not at the same time it was made, are celestial letters.
Okay.
Finally, where the backpack should have had a bedroll strapped to the bottom, there is, at first you think it's just a fancy bedroll, but then you realize, no, it's a carpet. It has silver and golden inlays. It is woven of purple fabric, and it has a repeating white curling pattern suddenly woven into the purple fabric. And it is kind of like strapped to the bottom of the backpack.
Is it a flying carpet?
Son of a bitch.
It's strapped to the bottom of the backpack.
Okay, cool. I like this already.
So it's not necessarily flying right now.
Okay, got it.
Other than that, there are the things you would expect to see in a priest, like, you know, his holy symbol, his tome of Paylor, you know, some scrolls, his official paperwork, and when you pull out the paperwork, his name will be there.
Okay, so
his name is William Blackthorne, and that is a name you immediately recognize. And as soon as you hear that name, Oberdon, you don't need to know the rest, but for the rest of you, it goes on to identify William Blackthorne as a renowned hunter of necromancers and witches. His name is such a household name that the dwarf has probably heard it once or twice in a tavern. He was a badass. When he set his sights to find that evil spellcaster, that only ended one way, with a dead evil spellcaster. He would show up into a town, and it didn't matter if it was one guy or half the town. they died. There was no mercy. He was effective, he was brutal, and the Pelorian Church only really called on him when they thought there was a real problem. He must have come here, stocked up at the local temple, and got.
Oberdon, there's a shield here that you could probably use.
You speak Celestial, right, Oberdon?
Do I? Do I? Let me look. I believe I do not. I speak Common Orcish and Elvish.
Okay. It is distinctly Celestial, and even though the shield clearly looks like a pile of evil bad guy stuff, that is Celestial carved into it after it was crafted. And I will tell you, because you have a level of Cleric, it does radiate a faint magic.
Okay. And you said it's a buckler, though?
It's a buckler. And when you pick it up and it's in your hand, do you know what the feeling of justice feels like? Because you feel so much justice in your hands right now.
Okay, who picked it up?
I think Hjortlerk was handing it to you. Because Otto was like putting things out, right?
No. I mean, yeah, I'm not fighting anyone for the items. I'm just...
Yeah,
so if no one else was picking it up, I would and hand it over to Oberdon.
Yeah, I'm kind of like Yoda in that scene when he finds Luke Skywalker's stash and he's like, bah, bah, bah.
Until he finds a sausage.
Yeah, none of this looks good to me, so like, I don't really care about this or this, so I'm just kind of throwing the items.
Okay. In that case, if it feels all justicey and holy, at least in the short term, I will adopt it if nobody else calls out for it, just at least until I can get my hands on my own gear again.
So as soon as you equip it, I will tell you, like, you start to feel and understand a little bit more. It's a +4 buckler.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
You guys
my French.
really good loot.
Okay.
Awesome.
It's a +4 buckler, right? And you understand that's not just justice, that is also penance.
Ooh, okay.
That you're feeling.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and add it, at least for now. All right.
Maybe when you get Emery back to his books, he'll be able to, like, identify it, because it seems like something that you would know about. It's not just like some minor random magic shield.
Right, I'm just going to record it.
So that +4 enhancement bonus to your AC that it gives
Mm-hmm.
will manifest as like white translucent wings. That kind of, like,
cool.
appear from the sides of the shield, making it bigger than it actually is.
And a buckler is an AC bonus of 1, right? In 3.5.
It's an AC bonus. It's a shield bonus specifically to AC, and
It's
it
1,
makes it
I
more
think.
difficult for you to be hit. It has an amount that it prevents you from being hit by, specifically that is unique to bucklers. And
Stall.
Keep going.
No, I almost got the page. Oh, it's behind the weapons. Of course it is. A buckler is +1, yeah. So that's
Okay.
a +5 AC.
So it's a total
shield.
5 AC, yeah. Okay,
Yep.
sweet. Well, that will definitely work until I can at least get my other shield back.
So Otto, you're going around. Do you unstrap this carpet and like unroll it and look at it?
Yeah, it'd probably be the last thing that I would do, but I would eventually get down to that, just like, what's this? And just to see what it's about.
So, rolled up, right before you unstrap it, there's a little a little plaque on the hem, and it says Alexis.
Alexis.
So then you unstrap it, right, and you unroll it, and it will jump back away from you, right, with its little tassel corners, and it'll pull away, and it'll.
I'm gonna
Alexis,
stand up.
Alexis, calm down. If you choose to come with us, I can show you the world.
Oh, no.
And
Alexis.
thank you. Thank you.
The second you say the word Alexis, it freezes, and then you say calm down. It calms down.
Cool. Oh, okay.
Did
Hey,
you just call
guys.
it a name? Alexis?
Yeah, it was on the.
It looks at Dudley immediately.
No. Alexis,
Alexis.
me. No, Alexis, me. Dudley, please. Please.
Alexis! Alexis, wave to me. I'm glad it's not Alexa, or else my Alexa will go off.
Yeah, anybody that had their volume up there and had an
TV
Alexis,
show
they
with
just
Alexa,
went off.
Every time I say its name, my echo is like, what?
Oh, she just went off just now. Okay.
All right. Well, I guess just Alexis, stay. And I'm just gonna try to treat it like a dog because I don't really know any better of how to really do anything with it.
It will just hover.
Okay.
Alexa, do you eat? Are you?
Dudley, it's a carpet. Duds.
Well, Alexa's telling me that she doesn't eat right now.
Okay. Well.
Oh my god, this is the worst.
Dude.
This is the best troll I have ever committed at a game.
This is an awesome troll, dude. It really is a great troll. Say more things.
So,
Alexis, order pizza.
Yeah, and seeing Dudley have a really way more interested than I am with this thing, I'm gonna leave him to it and just kind of come back to the rest of the group here.
Cool.
Okay. How long are we? Does Emery look like he's almost done arcaning?
Yeah, it doesn't. It was only going to take Emery like 10-20 minutes, so it's about enough time for you guys to go through the loot. And maybe if somebody we'll say you want to count the coins.
Sure. Somebody do that just so you can give us a
yes.
number.
Yeah. Just that's what I was thinking. It is 603 gold.
Uh-huh.
Dudley,
and
you're the leader.
And 59 platinum.
Hold up. Okay. 59 platinum.
Got it.
59 platinum and 603 gold. And I have bad news for you. Bad news bears.
Don't tell me.
I track encumbrance, and coins are heavy.
Oh no.
So yeah, Dudley, you're the leader. You said so. You're all set.
I'm the smallest one here.
Part of being leader is also to carry the coin.
Oh, I don't remember.
You're the most responsible
leader
person,
doing that.
Dudley.
I don't remember Beaver carrying the coins. He always made all of us carry them.
Alexa, order boxes.
So what is your strength score?
Mine? Right now at the negative level, it's 8.
All right, you are small, yeah.
I'm gonna say, Alexis, can I put this gold on you, and can you fly it around?
It'll hover over to you and just await the deposit.
Okay. I'm gonna try to put the little skull bag on top of it.
Okay.
So you put the skull back on top of it, and it doesn't just hold there. It'll let the gold sink in, and then it'll twist. So it'll
creates
actually
a little
grip.
pocket.
Yeah, it's got a little pocket now.
That's really
It'll actually
cool.
grip the gold.
How long do you last?
How rude! You just asked it its age. I mean,
Legitimate question.
Alexis does not seem to have a gesturing system for indicating an amount of time, so it'll just hover around you.
well, I guess we could just wait and see, couldn't we?
Nobody, yeah.
We all die of old age, and the rug is still floating there.
Perhaps we should test its limits. Why is that?
Okay. I'm gonna.
No, I'm just waiting to see what happens to the thing. I care little about all this other stuff. I'm more worried about this glowing thingy.
Yeah. Basically, after some investigation, it goes where you tell it to. It will fly where it tells you to. It has an amount of weight it can hold, but you guys don't know what it is yet because you don't have anything like that. It's definitely enough for duds to be riding around on it with the loot.
Uh-huh.
It does have access to the overland flight spell, which is a special version of fly that's meant to just make overland travel quick. And it can hold a decent chunk. It is not the most maneuverable thing on the planet, however.
Okay.
It cannot make on a dime turns. It does build momentum, and it can only go so fast. But yes, it is actually a flying carpet.
Nice.
Or more specifically, a carpet of flying, okay?
Okay.
That, right?
I'm okay.
I will get on the. I will.
Hey, man.
sit on top of it.
It is right out of the DMG, so we can look up the stats for like weight and stuff later. For notes. But yeah,
you
so
and me now, Alexis.
So what did you do it?
What did I say? I said it's you and me now, Alexis.
Ouch.
A boy in his carpet.
It like pats your back with one of its like back tassels. Like it reaches up and it pats you.
Cool.
Hey, at least it's back tassels and not chest tassels. That could be worse.
Look, okay, you guys rolled a carpet of flying on your first loot roll. There is no way I'm not making it the carpet from Aladdin. Like, that has to be a thing. It has a personality. It's going to have feelings, all right? Like, this is going to be a thing.
Oh, it's going to be upset a lot.
We'll say that Emery is a little worn out by the whole ordeal of almost dying twice, and then actually, like, he'll finish up his spell, and there will be a moment of disconnect, and you will know for a fact that this power source is no longer being fed on by that force field back there.
Okay. As soon as that is a thing, then Oberdon's going to say,
"Right. I believe we have a cave to deal with."
Are we in the right shape to deal with it?
What do you suppose we do? Just sit around and wait all day?
No, you and Emery don't look in the best shape.
I assume Emery still has the ability to call on the dollars to administer healing, and I'm fine.
I'm fine.
If you say so.
I'm down over half, but I'm fine.
All right.
As a note, in situations like this, my usual take on it, because you have the adventuring day, how many things can you plow through before you are forced to rest? And plowing into encounters when you're low on resources is fine.
Yeah.
What my general take on it is, each time you rest, time will pass, and I will make use of that time to cause something to happen.
Oh, yeah.
It could be good, it could be bad. So you guys, if there's a legitimate reason or a time for you to rest, you rest, go ahead, and there will always be something, like, you know, if you had gotten here sooner. Right. And that's my take on it.
Yeah, I mean, unless anyone's going to try to talk him out of it, we came here to destroy this thing and then get in the cave. So we're all still standing. I have no concept of what hit points are. I feel awake and conscious. I'm going to keep plowing on. I'm not exhausted by any means, so...
Yep.
I'm not going to fight you, Mom.
So
I'm perfectly fine, too. So,
Yeah.
All right.
I say we should keep going.
Dud says from on top of the carpet.
As a leader,
Carpet of flying.
humble leader, let's keep going. Right,
Excellent.
Otto?
Excellent
Otto
decision,
for
Dudley.
confirmation. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna kind of look at myself and say, I mean, I feel absolutely fine.
So we go.
And
to the cave.
Onward, back to the cave, you will go. I'm not going to charge you any special rolls. We'll say you have a flying carpet now, so you can shuttle people across any water you need to.
yeah, at least we don't get off skanked.
So you don't get any more water negative levels. And what we will say is that you guys are closing in. The barrier is gone, right? And there is the sound of soft and dark chanting echoing up from inside the mouth of the cave, and now there are flickering, multicolored lights that indicate spells and magic are afoot. They know you are coming because the cave wasn't active like this before. And as you are approaching, you are left with this vision of the cave, the mouth of the cave, on top of the dry land, and the marks of an angry and stubborn mule having been dragged right to the mouth of that cave.
Rankin!
Let's leave him.
And
Well, you can choose to do that. I'm going in the cave.
it would appear that of the lot of you, only Rankin got. You have succeeded. You have succeeded where Blackthorn failed.
This is your fault, Dudley.
You have survived the cursed creatures of the swamps, life corrupted by whatever is going on inside that cave. But to find out what happens next, you'll have to tune in next week. Because you do not want to go into that cave without your cleric.
Yeah, no, I think that's perfectly segues right to the end of our show. Perfect cliffhanger. Hi there. I'm Gorbad, normally the resident dungeon master here on How We Roll, but for this particular campaign, I'm going to be taking a seat on the other side of the table to become a player. If you'd like to keep up with all things How We Roll, you can follow us on Twitter at How We Roll, check us out on Facebook at How We Roll, and you can also follow us on YouTube, and you've guessed it, at How We Roll. We also have a website, www.howweroll.com. Now, if you want to keep up with me personally, you can follow me on Twitter at Gorbad, and don't forget to check out my blog, www.thedmblog.com, for all things Dungeons & Dragons related, both for players and DMs alike. We will see you next time.
Sup, I'm Evil Squeegee, they, them, and as you can tell by now, Gorbad has made the mistake of letting me Dungeon Master a campaign on his channel. If you want to follow me on my channel, where I make the mistake of letting me Dungeon Master games on my channel, you can find that at twitch.tv/evil-squeegee. If you want to follow me on Twitter, at twitter.com/evil-squeegee, you can find inclusivity rants, gaming rants, rants about rants, and rants.
Is it on? It is. Greetings and well met, my friends. It is I, the great and powerful Thelonious Conch. My good friend the Snuggler has asked me so kindly to step in. If you want to keep up with what he's doing in the world, you can follow him at 2 places. The first is on Twitter at MattySweetTweet. And the second, of course, is Instagram, where you can follow him at MattyQuickPick. I see what he did there. Clever boy. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time, and don't forget the lavender.
Hey, thanks for watching this episode of How We Roll. My name's Jane, and you can follow me on Twitter at Jane on Twitch with a 0, not an O. I also do stream like 3 times a week now, so you can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/JaneIvana. What do you gotta say, Norman? Sorry. Peace, suckers.
Hey y'all, Shagget here. I play various characters on How We Roll. This is the first campaign where Gorbad is a player, and I very much would like to enact my player vengeance on him, since he's usually the DM and I can't do that really, because he'll just, wish it away and make it irrelevant. Follow me on Twitter at Eneb_Convos, and we can start a dialogue to find out the creative, awesome means that my character will get his character killed. Because isn't that what every player wants to do? I think so.
Hi, it's me, Satchmo, player How We Roll. You follow me. It's Satchmo.